Yes.
Yes.
What a man, what a week.
What a crazy week.
What a absolutely crazy week, man.
I'll say this about Shannon.
Yeah.
The funniest thing to me about Shay Shay defending himself was being like, you only have a 30-second video. Release the full 10 minutes. It's like he was like, I didn't fuck for 30 seconds. I fucked for 10 minutes. Put the whole sex tape out.
He's on a mission for like some male sex award. He's been talking about this for years. Like, I'm a deep sea fisherman. I plumb the depths. He's like always talking about his dong game.
It's a dangerous world. Eventually you get caught up.
Yeah, man. You gotta, dude, I was reading
it's the high seas.
True.
You know what I mean? You can't be deep sea fisherman.
You can't be, man. It's got to be, he's too old for that, dude. I read it. In like articles now, they include internet comments. One of them I was reading on The Root. Did you ever read that publication?
Yeah.
The Root. It's usually, it's a lot of it's like clickbaity stuff. But one of the.
Oh, it gets me.
The takes. Some of the
I'm
takes.
back, by the way.
You're back.
I'll let you finish. I'm back, though. I'm back in my
right wing king. Right wing king.
Saw Sinners last night. I'm back.
Dude, the funniest takes, one of them was, you have like the whole situation going on, and then it's like, one of the top takes is like, no way, like a BM will allow a WW to talk to him this way, would never allow a BW to talk. It's like just someone was pissed being like, they'd never let a black woman talk
They're
to him.
using Gerby's terms?
Yeah.
A BW?
A BW. BMs will let WWs talk to them however they want, but they'll never let a BW talk to them like that. And it's like, dude, that's your takeaway on this?
I haven't looked into anything about it at all. Other than I just saw a little bit of Shannon defending himself, but it just cracked me up being like, it wasn't 30 seconds, dude.
Yeah.
It was 10 minutes.
Or just be also like, release the full tape.
We can all relate to that.
Release the full tape. It's like, bro, come on, man.
He wants tape.
I mean, I get it. If you're painted in the corner, it's a bad corner to be painted in, but it's a
phone call. Weren't they all calling one of the girls on ESPN a whore?
Who?
Yeah.
Who called?
No one's saying shit about Shannon Sharp's out here putting out sex tapes. What did Skip get fired for? He was being a horny ass. Oh.
Yeah.
I saw Skip do that debate about LeBron. He looked like he was going to get gangbanged.
What happened?
He just did one of those things where you sit down and people argue with you.
Versus like 25 people.
Yeah, it was like LeBron versus Jordan, but it started with he was like, I'm Skip, and I'm going to... And there was just a bunch of dudes standing behind him. It looked nuts. These people are out. They're bonkers, bro.
Yeah, I don't understand the need for like that level of discourse where it's like having two people have a conversation is not enough. I need to see somebody verse 25. It's a fetish.
It's fully porn.
It's literally, it's bukkake.
Yeah.
It's literally bukkake.
By the way, we've all been there. You go, I'd like to see her take on more than just one guy. Let's see what 25 looks like. I wish I hadn't done that. I'm not the man I thought I was.
Yeah, they did. Someone said that was an ancestral dragon, like a dragging for like, for Sharp messing around with these snow bunnies. Leave them buddies alone, bro.
True.
Dr. Umar said that.
You need to see Sinners.
Dr.
Umar needs to fucking worry about his own house, man.
You need to see. Sorry.
I won't speak about another man's house.
Don't talk about him, dude. He'll get you.
Let him, bro.
He defends Shannon, but on one condition that he leaves them snow bunnies alone from now on. That's what he said.
You gotta leave the snow bunnies alone.
You got it, bro. Especially that. Nah.
Nate.
Big no from me.
Nate, I'd like you to leave the snow bunnies alone. That's something me and Dr. Umar can agree on. I got triggered last night, dude.
What happened?
Saw Sinners. It's
what's it about?
It's about evil Irish vampires attacking black people to steal their souls and music. To steal their rock and roll.
What was this on?
It's a huge movie.
What?
Obviously 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Obviously.
Yeah.
No, the movie fucking does rule. It was a very good movie.
Irish vampires?
It kind of hyped me up. At one point they sang Rocky Road to Dublin outside of the it's basically Dusk Till Dawn with Django. There's a Django scene. You'll see when you see it.
Where does it take place?
You're never gonna guess. Jim Crow, Mississippi. You're never gonna guess. One of our proudest moments.
Yeah, there's running back the hits.
There's a running back the big time hits. No, it was the movie was good, but it was I'm working on not getting triggered by race baiting. But that's not, the movie was good.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, it was good.
But why were they fucking Irish vampires?
The evil white vampires did kind of piss me off, and the only white people in the movie were evil, nasty fucks.
Dang.
Yeah.
Do you think it's strategic at all? Because the people make that argument a lot.
Yes, obviously it's strategic.
Well, I'm saying
they
right now,
shoehorned Native Americans and Asians into the good side.
What?
So it was everybody against the honks, dude. The honks were outside going.
So the 1800s Asians were like, "Hey, my black brother."
Yeah.
They still don't do that, dude. It's 2025. It's 2025. What happened to that communities where they fell apart?
I don't know, but I guess
they had it figured out back then.
It's a thing in the Delta, I guess, Mississippi, where Asians did go there, and due to Jim Crow laws, opened bodegas and shit.
Yeah,
to be like, you guys can fucking
they're a middleman minority.
Yeah.
That's their whole thing.
And they did that, I guess, back then. I don't know how prevalent it was that it needed to be in the movie. I don't know how many fucking Choctaw Indians were running around in 1930, but fuck it. There's vampires, so
what was the vibe in like the
vibe in the theater?
No, the vibe. You went to the theater and watched?
I saw it last night.
Oh shit.
Yep. I was one of the few honks.
I'm talking about in the bodega.
And whenever they'd make a point in the movie, I'd hear a lot of and it didn't piss me off until I got on. Yeah.
Well, actually,
I almost was standing up and going, if you look into the actual history, I don't know. What do I know?
You've never been there.
Fires. I wish it did. But the only thing that bothers me is not that movie. It's just that's how people get their history.
Yeah.
That's what they think was real. Like, always. No, not the Irish vampire. But like, I got on Twitter and someone was like, that's why black people don't have welcome mats to let vampires in. That's just old Mississippi voodoo. There you go. Yep, for sure. Every single thing that we do today was from that.
What?
I think that was just one dumb person, but
what the fuck? The welcome mats? Are you telling
me
that
vampires? Not letting them into your house.
Does that let a vampire enter if you have a welcome mat? It's like technically you welcome me into your house.
Yeah, I guess.
What?
I don't know. You'll see. The movie does. Michael B. Jordan fucking rules.
He rules in it?
He fucking rules. And he plays his twin brother he plays himself twice.
What?
Which normally I fucking hate.
Yeah.
He did a great job.
He nutty professored.
He nutty professored out. And it was pretty good.
That's awesome.
When they told me he was playing his brother, I was like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
And I saw it and I was like, man, he's pretty fucking
cool. He did a good job. Fuck. Dang, dude.
He's cool. I hope he kills all the white devils.
And he got them.
He did get the white devils.
How do you kill? What do you shove like a potato in their heart? How do you kill? A potato dagger.
They want to suck your potatoes. They're trying to get in there.
Give me your potatoes.
Give me your spuds. I know you've got spuds in there. Let me in. I'd like to suck your spuds. I know you're keeping the spuds back there. Let me in there. The music scenes were fucking sick. And
really?
Yeah. You'll see. Whatever. I'm complimenting a lot because I got frustrated. You too. You're going to love it. You guys are going to.
I'm really looking forward to seeing it, actually.
I would love it. Let's get a white movie.
I mean, you think you get sick of the story after a while?
What do you mean, let's get a white movie?
Where we kill all the other races.
Oh, you can't do that.
Why? You guys do every single fucking time.
We used to do it. We had those movies.
I know. They were a big hit. I swear to God, I think they showed Birth of a Nation at the White House.
Yeah, remake Song of the South.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks.
Yes.
The basketball playoffs are here and the action is heating up on Prize Picks, the best place to cash in on your favorite sports. I mean, dude, what are you excited about for the start of the playoffs?
For the playoffs?
Who do you have winning it all?
I'd like to see the Lakers win it all. I like what they're up to, and I usually don't like the Lakers, but I'm enjoying it. I'd like to see Lena Doncic and LeBron James.
Yeah, true.
LeBron James.
Some particular players. I'm glad you mentioned some particular players.
I will mention a particular player, LeBron James.
Yeah.
I hope.
You want to see him come?
I'd like to see him do great.
How many more seasons do you think he has in?
If he wins here, this could be it.
Yeah, true.
But he's doing great. He's having a great year. A bit of a renaissance.
Beautiful. Don't miss your chance to add your favorite players from the court in your Prize Picks lineup. Whether it's points, rebounds, or assists, take your pick of more or less for your shot to now win up to 2,000 times your cash.
Can't be 2,000 times.
2,000 times.
Did you read that right?
2,000. Was 1,000.
Holy hell.
Now it's 2,000. I mean, this
Matt.
week on Prize Picks, I'm trying to think who I'm going to go with. I think
What about Shea?
Nikola Jokic for more than 25 points.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's my pick.
I'm going to go Shea Gildress-Alexander. I don't know how to say his name.
Really?
Shea Gildress-Alexander. He's the man. You'd like OKC. They're a fun team.
Yeah, I've
They're
actually
beating
heard
the
that.
brakes off of the Grizzlies.
Did they really?
They're fucking killing them.
That's awesome.
Every game. It's 2 games, but good God.
Crushing them.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
First game was by like 50. It
What?
was over. I turned it on. They were down fucking 50. I was like, this is out of control.
Jesus.
So
All
I
right.
would just pick a random player from the Thunder
True.
and say more.
Well, you heard our picks.
You heard our picks.
Now it's time to lock in your playoff picks with Prize Picks. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed.
That's nuts.
I'm telling you, Prize Picks is the best place to turn your sports knowledge into cash. You can submit your picks in 60 seconds or less. I can literally do it while sitting on the toilet. Just sitting there. Download the apps and use code DRENCH to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game.
Run your game.
Yes.
I mean,
You guys were the bad guys
you guys
for a while there,
you
movies.
guys are some bad guys for
Yeah.
They had a good run of being not really.
Well, yeah, they were portrayed pretty flatly and one-dimensionally for a while there.
In the early
90s.
early 20th century, early 90s.
They were hits, though.
Yeah.
Black people just like stop being. This is the first like Irish vampire movie. Like black people just stop being portrayed as bad guys necessarily all the time.
I don't remember them being a bad guy in a movie. In the last 30 years since I've been
If they're
alive.
a bad guy in the movie, they're still like the star of the movie, like Training Day.
Like Denzel.
Yeah. Training Day. Or I guess John Q, he was kind of the bad guy. It's always Denzel.
Denzel being a hero.
Yes, Denzel being kind of a hero, bad
I guess,
guy.
I guess it was more the Russians were the bad.
The
Russians were
Russians
the
have
bad
been
guys.
bad since 1980.
I feel like you could. There's got to be some black bad guy movies, or maybe they just portrayed like thug henchmen all the time. I don't know.
Thug henchmen are always white. It's like a fucking home alarm system commercial.
Yeah, true.
It's always 2 white guys breaking into your house. Like, give me your potatoes.
Maybe I'm just thinking. Maybe I might just be thinking of the news in the '90s. That might be what
The
I'm thinking.
news.
The news was crazy.
Now that's a horse of a different color.
Might be getting movies mixed up with the news.
Yeah, movies since I've been alive. Now I will say they did hit black people with cool black friend sidekick
Yeah.
for a while. Yeah. Which, come on, man, we're trying.
Yeah, I'm going right now.
It's just the honks trying their best.
Movies.
Now it's white friend sidekick in black movies.
That's nice.
We've switched. Yeah, I watched
For a little
G20. You guys are gonna love that.
What's G20?
Oh, come on, man.
It's the best film.
Come
What's
on, man.
what's G20?
It's a Michelle Obama biopic.
What?
No, it's not. It's not. It's Viola Davis plays a kick-ass war hero that becomes president and
It saves everyone's life.
saves time to save the whole world again.
It's good.
It's good.
It's awesome.
the
What's it
best,
based on?
yeah.
It's based on evil white guys break in to try to kill the coolest black lady and the coolest black husband and their kids.
Enough, dude.
It's very good.
Enough.
Enough. I've had it up to here.
Dang. Meanwhile, Unk is sweating right
Unk's
now. It's
all right.
the Unk apocalypse, dude. It's
It
Unk.
is the apocalypse.
Fucking Kanye. Kanye has Uncapaws right now. dude.
Kanye might be a vampire. He sucked his cousin. He fucking wanted to suck his cousin.
Well, I love how they're like he allegedly sucked his cousin. It's like he said it himself. I mean, it could
I
be
will
making
also
it up.
agree. It could be just chatting, but that one seems that's
That's-
a tough one to put on
That's
yourself.
the weirdest troll.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe the song. I listened to the song. I'm like, this is so disturbing, dude. Because Blizz tricked me. Blizz like the song's actually pretty good, and I was like, how could that? And I listened to it. I'm like, no, this is not. This is making me feel weird. I'm on an airplane right now, dude.
I didn't listen to the song yet.
It's just him in autotune being like, I sucked my cousin's dick. It's like, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
He says that in the song?
I think.
Oh, this song fucking rules.
I gave my cousin head. That's a yeah.
I gave my cousin
I
head.
gave my cousin head. It's crazy, dude. It's
He sound like Big Daddy Mark.
I love Big Daddy Mark.
too bad. You know who? whatchamacallit, Nate Dogg's not around to be like, I gave my cousin here.
Yeah, that'd be good.
The Hook Master.
Suck his dick every day.
That could have been the summer banger, dude. We were
That
talking
would
about.
have. Yeah, we need that. Instead, we got Cousins. Is that what it's called? Cousins.
Yeah, cousins.
That's the summer banger.
Sucking cousin. Yeah.
They could be playing that. At
I
the
mean, it's
club.
just. I'm rarely disturbed, and I was like, "Yep, you got me, man. I'm genuinely fucking disturbed and whacked out listening to this. This is a crazy admission, and maybe he's just really purging everything."
He probably saw White Lotus.
True.
He's probably like, I could do that.
Yeah, true. That is. He has his pulse on the culture. He's got the pulse of the culture, man. Yeah,
Nate,
that was.
Nate, are you skinny? Did you lose some weight?
I haven't been drinking as much, and I've been in the gym. I might have lost a little.
You
bit.
lost a lot of weight.
Damn.
You're trying to avoid after Unc got in trouble. You're trying to distance yourself.
Try this. No, I
You're
always
trying to
be
leave the Unc sphere.
I'm not trying. I would never leave the Unc sphere.
You're still in the Uncle sphere.
I don't think I can leave it. I think I'm too dug in now.
Yeah. Although you might, there's a lot of snow bunnies not taken up right now. Snow bunnies up for grabs right
Snow
now.
bunny season.
Unc had himself a little rabbit hutch, bro.
He did.
He had a little his wabbits.
He is wasky wabbits.
He does kind of talk like
He
Fudd.
does.
Poor Unc, dude. I mean, Stephen A. Smith played the fence pretty well. He's just like, we're looking into the matter very, very, very seriously. He got like real into the hierarchy of ESPN. He goes, I'm authorized to say that right now by the higher ups. He's like, there's levels to this. There's people even higher than me in ESPN. They're telling me I can tell you this.
Yeah.
They're looking into it very,
This
very
thing goes
seriously.
all the way to the top.
This goes to the very top.
Curb Street. This thing goes all the way to the top. Lee Corso said we could do it.
He said I could be very vague about this.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, it's
Hopefully it's all fabrication, you know?
I mean, they have the phone call, which again, it's like I was listening to it being like, damn, bro, you're walking right into this.
The phone call was the one you just played where he said black guy chokes white girl.
No.
That was a goof.
There was
Clearly
a legit
a goof.
one.
I'm with Shay Shay on that, but that's all I heard.
She was like, I don't know how I feel about this. And he's like, stop. She was like, stop manipulating me. He goes, if you say that word one more time, I'm going to choke the shit out you. And he goes, and she's like, you think I want that? He goes, I know you want that. And it was kind of like, damn, Unc, will you stop being so damn sexual? He's so freaky, dude.
Yeah, that's just being freak bull.
That's what it
that's
was
not
like.
a crime.
I don't know if it was some weird BDSM play.
Wait, you're not allowed to say you're going to choke someone on the phone?
I think you can unless they are suing you in court for
Saying
allegedly
you're gonna
sexually
choke, yeah.
assaulting them. That's,
Dadgummit.
yeah, that going for
Once
sure.
you get a wascally wabbit. A wasky wabbit in front of 12 of my peers.
So yeah, it's we'll see. I mean, if he releases, that's going to be crazy to sit in court and watch just
Read
10
those
minutes
texts.
of just getting freaky, bro.
That might be not his. I was going to say that's everybody's nightmare. Unc might be like, yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Yeah.
He already got caught up with the fucking audio recording, which that was bizarre. The live stream, yeah, my bad. The audio live stream. And now he's just so hot. It's like, dude, just start doing porn, man.
Dude, this is way off topic, but saying how bizarre reminded me of, I've definitely said it on here before, Bob Lazar on Joe Rogan with the UFOs. It's going, Bob Lazar. I was out in Area 51, Bob Lazar. Anyway.
Yeah, there's more, dude. Apparently, also Dong Lemon and Chris Cuomo are beefing. Dong Lemon and Chris Cuomo are beefing right now.
They were brothers, dude. They
They're not.
literally said, I love you every day. I watched it
Shane?
every day during the peaceful protest.
I'm glad you're sitting down. I'm glad you're sitting down right now
You
because
tell me that was fake?
it was fake, bro.
No way.
According to Chris Cuomo, it was fake.
He was the one leading it. I watched it every night. Cuomo was overly like, I love you, brother. We're going to get through this. Dong Lemon was always the one that was kind of like, yeah, all right, I love you too, bud.
Well, according to Cuomo, he's coming out being like, that was all bullshit, dude. That was all fake as hell.
I watched it. I'm siding with Dong.
You're siding with Dong.
I never thought I'd say it. Maybe sinners change me. I'm siding with Dong. I'm siding with Unc. I'm siding with OJ Simpson. I'm back.
Yeah, bro.
In the spirit of an innocent man.
True. No, he's saying it was all fucking fake, and because Dong didn't have his back when Chris Cuomo's brother.
This is all allegedly.
It's very messy. The whole thing's very messy.
Everything we've said.
Huge alleged over the whole thing. Quotes, everything quotes, in italics.
Yeah, we
Legally speaking,
alleged
bold print quotes.
In parentheses, sick, whatever that means.
ETC period.
Yes.
So the situation, if you don't recall, the situation at hand was Chris Cuomo's brother grabbed ass.
In an Italian way.
Grabbed ass, yes.
But that's Italian culture.
Sambuca. Yeah, he had a little sambuca after
A little sweet, the limoncello.
But Don Lemon didn't have his back, who also an alleged hot dog snatcher.
He had a hot dog snatch.
No,
he had a hot dog snatch allegedly at the Hamptons. He allegedly hot dog snatched.
Capital of hot dog snatching, I would imagine.
It was a great hot dog offense. It was one of the all-time, what are you selling? Hot dogs? Come here.
Snatch a hot dog at a bar, allegedly. So you think
Very
your brother,
alleged hot dog
your
snatch.
brother, they were podcasters, to be fair. They were fellow podcasters. And I think what happened was it was floated PBD.
Like all great podcasts, dude.
Yeah,
they flew too high, they exploded.
Exactly. But they were floating the idea of him and Dong doing the podcast together, and Chris just spazzed and was like, he's not my brother. It was all fake. It was all contrived. It's like, damn, dude. What the fuck?
I watched him do it.
Yeah, it was like night after night.
I swear to God, Dong was the one going,
yeah, chill.
all right, man.
Yeah. But I think the beef came when he defended his brother live on air, and Dong was like, nah, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Brutus him. Which, understandable Brutus. Not going to be like, yeah, I got your back. I got your brother's back. Why would you? Why? Like,
yeah, it's a tough time to get your brother's back there.
I know.
You just got to wait a year.
Cuomo's all about loyalty.
True. It's the Italian way.
Very Italian, yeah. Loyalty's in my blood.
Yeah.
If my brother grabs ass, I grab ass. Allegedly.
True.
Double allegedly, ...
I wonder if he had Dong's back when Dong went through the hot dog scandal.
I mean, he didn't.
The great dog scandal. The great fucking Sag Harbor dong scandal.
A good weenie caper. A classic. The lights went out. They said, "Who did it?"
Lights went out. Who'd done it?
Someone grabbed my hot dog in the parlor. What a mystery night.
Lights came back on. Dong was gone. Oh, it was you, Dong. Dong, don't do that.
Yeah, man. Everyone's fighting, man. I just want a little bit of peace, man.
Just want peace.
Just a little bit of peace. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, I think he'll bounce back. I think it'll be the tapes. That's the problem, though. The tape's going to get leaked too. There's no way.
He wanted it.
He might.
He said leak the tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like I was almost like, stop fucking filming yourself. Stop with the bunnies. But it's also like he might have to film every encounter he has now.
She was a wascally wabbit. You're saying she was a fine wabbit. She might have been baby of the week if under different circumstances.
Yeah, she's a Lola bunny.
Lola bunny.
Still could be. I don't see.
I don't want to see your eyes light up like that when you talk about Lola Bunny. I know you want to fuck cartoons, dude.
Not all of them.
Lemaire, you're not alone. Lola Bunny's so fucking
Lola
hot.
Bunny is unbelievably hot, and again, they took it from us. The woke left took that from us.
I'm a Jessica Wabbit kind of guy.
Obviously.
I'll tell you what. I'm also back on my lib shit.
What's up?
I watched just a video today of it was at the UFC when Trump's cabinet was there, and they do that thing where the camera gets in front of you. Every single one of them was like
Trump's cab.
All the bros. Fucking Marco Rubio was like, it genuinely pissed me off.
Yeah, they're drinking that Zucker juice, bro.
Makes me wanna,
Why are they all the bros now? They're the bros now.
they're all acting bros out.
They are on T. That's probably just at the fight. Like, yeah. I didn't know they were broing out.
I'll show you. It's gonna fucking piss you off. You can't be a Repub after you see this.
Really? Yeah, that's tough.
Daddy.
That's tough. Trump still gets the big fucking ovation at the UFC, does he not?
He disrespected Cheryl Hines too. I don't like
I
that.
saw that. Yeah.
Ice Cheryl.
Bro. Hold on. These are the bros. Mark Ingram being funny.
Sick.
Deion Dawkins, beast.
Yeah.
Licks his wife's face.
Nice.
Beast.
Awesome.
Now, RFK keeps it classy.
Yeah, he
This is how a
does.
politician should do it.
Yeah, true.
Uncomfortable wave. Here's the head of the FBI.
Cash Patel. Gabs. Hang loose. Who's that bull?
Marco
Rubio. That's Rubio. He's allegedly on T.
Bro.
Dude,
We can't have our cabinet doing that.
No, they can't. You got to keep the cabinet locked away, dude. They should be like Supreme Courts. They should just be justices. Like,
I never thought of it. Cash Patel's an Indian in the cupboard.
He truly is.
The FBI director.
What's going on?
You fucking kidding?
Yeah. Maybe we should all take a step back, man.
Everyone needs to chill.
Back in the fucking
Those guys
West
aren't
Wing.
as cool as they think.
No.
The libs are probably as gay as they are being accused.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Keep it classy.
RFK did the right thing.
He did. Just next to his bed.
That's what I want out of a politician.
Yeah, what's going on? They also all did that. That might have been a little.
I think Patel ruined it because Tulsi's Hawaiian. So that's probably what that was.
That's her jam.
And Patel beat her to the punch.
This could be an ancient Hindu symbol.
It's like, I don't know what to do. They do have the best ancient symbol.
This could be an ancient Hindu symbol. You never know. But yeah, man. That's what a week.
Yeah.
What's going on with you personally? Going out of the macro level, let's go back to the micro.
I had a fun experience. A guy gave my girlfriend his number like right in front of me, which is pretty funny.
The hell?
But then I got his number, so he left. So I started texting him. I catfished him for a while, as long as I could. And then I said,
and you were probably good at it too.
I was really good.
I was about to say, I can see you.
And then I was like, "Can we hang out tonight?" And he was like, "I can't hang out tonight, but soon." And I was like, "Are you awake?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Can I at least call you?" And he was like, "Yeah." Called him. I go, "It's me, pussy. You dumb fuck. You gave my girlfriend your number right in front of me. You dumb bitch." And he was like, "Dude, I didn't know. I'm sorry." Ugh.
Oh my god!
So that was the other night. That was fun.
What a beast!
I mean, I respect him too, and he wasn't. Now, here's the way I was looking at it, because he wasn't a great-looking guy.
Yeah,
he was kind of an older drunkard, which he probably saw me with her and was like, "Fuck it, she'll fuck anyone." Fuck it, I'll give this thing a shot. Or he thought the discrepancy between me and her was so great that we were just friends sitting there.
He saw you chatting.
I was sitting with her.
What the fuck? He's probably just an old drunk horny devil.
He was a beast. I'll give him credit for
There's
that.
a lot of old drunk horny devils like shamelessly.
Yeah, he was. Shot. I respected it. And then I got my gun. I got an MPX.
Nice. Perfect timing.
I got a gun, so that guy can come fucking find out.
Yeah, dude. If he literally steps in your house, you could catfish him under false premises.
I know, and say, "Come over here."
Oh, what the fuck?
But
shoot him in the back as he runs
away.
I
don't want to make fun of them because the gun is awesome and it was a gift and it's really cool. But they painted it, and it's Eagles colors with an Eagles logo by the clip. And they gave me a fucking Call of Duty. They gave me a Fortnite gun. It's cool, but you know.
You should shoot him.
Nate saw it. Me and Nate went and fired it. It's a great gun. Did you get to shoot it? Yeah, it's an awesome gun.
It shoots like it doesn't. move.
You can't miss.
So it was sick.
This house is pretty.
Remember I was shooting that guy's dick when you were trying to shoot?
Wait, what?
The target. I was blowing his dick off.
Oh yeah, it was crazy.
Perfect. You can't miss. Fucking 20 shots straight to the dick. You literally cannot miss.
Center grab. That's where you got to go, dude. Right to the center.
Yeah, that's what we were told too.
Yeah, no dick shots. Dick shots are off the table.
No, bro.
Turns out that's actually a good place to shoot someone.
It's perfect
because you got the dick and all these arteries there, and you know if you shoot, you're shooting to kill, bro.
Yeah, but I'm not.
If I discharge my firearm,
you're going for the dick.
I'm trying to dispatch you into the next world
for sure.
I'm not. I'm not trying to find out. Let's see if he's still in the fight. If he's wounded,
I'm going for his teeth.
I want to make sure he's not in the fight.
Take out the sidearm. Yeah, you can still get you. You got to hit him right in the dick.
All right. No dick shooting for me.
No dick shoot. Even if someone's breaking into your house to disturb
you shoot them right in the dick, and you're gonna go, "Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. I didn't mean to do that to you."
But you deserved it.
But I got a gun, but they painted it, so it's kind of a. Silly.
I mean, if you do murder someone defending your home, and then the guns, if you just like being the victim of the gunshot wound, and they show like an Eagles gun on the news, the whole family like, God fucking damn it, dude. Shot him with a fucking Eagles gun.
And they're Cowboys fans because they're gonna be down here. They're definitely gonna be Cowboys fans. Well, man, how do you feel about that? You
gotta-
like it.
You got to do a dance after you kill somebody with
True.
that
Now
gun.
I have to.
Yeah. Or just jump. Just jump in the corner. Just do like
teabag
jumps
him.
in the corner. Yeah.
Teabag. Yeah, I hope it doesn't happen.
I had something like that very early on when me and Brittany both like came off the apps because there's always those like weird. That's that gray period where like, did you delete like Tinder yet?
Yeah, you got to delete Tinder.
And she like she had a guy when we were first together. Messaged her on Snapchat. She fell asleep. I saw the notification
Jackpot.
go off. I went, what the fuck? I opened it up. A dude did like a check out my abs shot. And I just responded back. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with your stomach? Closed it out, deleted the message. Like, fuck you, dude. Sent him into a tizzy. Would you have like a hernia or something? What the fuck?
Yeah, I actually felt bad after I catfished the guy.
Nah, you did the right thing, man. Fuck that guy.
I hope he knows it was all in good fun.
I mean, was it?
It was pretty. Although I did get up and look for him immediately. I was like, what the fuck?
I'd be pissed, man.
Yeah.
I've run into the problem when I would like go to places. We went to like some kind of fucking street festival in like South Philly, and like young black dudes will sometimes see me and just be like, "Fuck this guy," and just it's pure total disrespect, and I just go total white boy crazy every time,
You have to.
full spaz, and they're like, "What the fuck, dude? Relax."
Look at me. Don't look at me.
To be fair, they could be like, I just saw you're a random old white guy walking next to her. What the fuck? You want to fucking fight right now?
Like now they're scared of us.
True.
Now they know we're vampiros.
Vampiros.
Irish vampires are coming to get you. We're taking your music.
True. Steal your French fries are on the table too.
Oh yeah.
You can grab your fries, bro.
Fried taters. I might grab a hot dog. I might break in there and grab a dog if I need to.
And I would have your back.
And then
That's
shoot
the
the dog and then go.
thing.
I'll say, what are you, fucking queer? I grabbed your dick.
Stop making me grab your dick. Yeah, I'd have your back too.
Yeah.
I'd fully have your back. Wouldn't
I
be
know
some
you would.
bullshit where
You're
I'd
not
be
some
like,
fucking dong lemon. You're Cuomo at heart.
total familia, bro.
I
would
also
totally
I
have
do
your
want
back.
to say this because people are gonna be gay about me talking about sinners. The Irish vampires might have been a little nod to Irish oppression
What happened?
because that's how they became vampires. There's certain people that can play music so good that it communes with the otherworldly, and the Irish are one of them.
So they could play the music.
There's Rocky Road to Dublin gets the evil ghouls coming. Just so you know.
That's so funny. Well, I was saying it's kind of strategic a little bit because they're really pushing. There's a lot of like unrest in Ireland with the immigration, but Ireland's being like, bro, we're literally an oppressed minority being displaced. You know, we're an oppressed like country, whatever, being displaced. Why can't we be cool?
The problem with Ireland, they better fucking let immigrants in. You know?
True.
The fuck have they been up to? Their whole entire fucking
Immigrate.
yeah, that's all they do. They go, saved up enough money, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Headed to America, I hear they have black potatoes.
It is. I mean, you are entering into an absolute cauldron of overt racism. You're like an immigrant, like, I'll go to Ireland. It's like, bro, pick another one, dude. These guys truly don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I was at a comedy show one time, like a long time ago. It was like an open mic or showcase. And there was like Irish immigrants there, and I was with Sid the Kid. And as soon as Sid left, he's like, "This guy will steal your shoes right off your feet. Be careful." And I'm like, "Yo, bro, relax, bro, chill."
Yeah, I did that in Dublin when I did a joke and I was like, I brought up like black football teams and the whole crowd went boo, and I was like, hey, yo,
Easy,
we're
bro.
not allowed to boo black people. I know you guys are allowed over here because there's like 6 of you, but fuck, chill.
We're just having a piss.
They were having a piss and they knew it was funny and everyone in the room knew it was funny, so everyone was laughing.
Truly the capital of funny. Those are
They
some
are.
funny,
They're the funniest people on
funny
earth.
vamps, bro.
They're the funniest vampires. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A rocky road to Dublin.
That'd be nice to host a screening
You're
right
gonna be
in
scared.
Dublin.
You're gonna be scared of the Irish after you see this. Rightfully so.
Oh, man, they are pure spazzes.
They'll spaz on you.
Yeah, they're definite spazzes. I still don't
Scotland
understand.
and Ireland have the scariest spazzes.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. Just a through the gritted teeth, quiet spaz.
He's been looking at me all night.
They put the silencer on it. Get down there, sort of fucking god.
They do put the fucking silencer on it.
I remember my aunt would do it to my cousin. You can't poop in the basement toilet. It's not for poop. It's not for poop.
It's not for pooping. You keep pooping in the basement toilet.
I told you 100 times.
What was with the plumbing? Because we had a toilet that was like that. You're like, don't shit in the basement. You're like, I'm not.
It's so confusing. I don't know what it is because that's like all the plumbing's right there.
Yeah.
You think it would like, mash the turds up right into the ground or wherever plumbing goes. But yeah, you shit in the basement toilet, man. You got to be careful. It's the gravity. I don't know. We got to ask those ladies who are on the spaceship. They probably understand physics.
Ladies from space. I'm back on that too. That fired me up. I'm getting hit with videos of Katy Perry's dumbass.
Yeah, that was like cracking me up. The defense of it, I was watching Gayle King because they got back and they thought the
shit was
world
sweet.
would be like my heroes.
They thought shit was sweet, dude.
They came down and literally the whole world was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And they were mad. And they were like, well, just for your information, the Blue Origin mission is to get like trash from Earth and send it into outer space. So joke's on you. And we were raising awareness. It's like, bro, Bezos owns a fucking newspaper. He can raise awareness.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to send.
Yeah. Could have been in WAPO.
He could have said, I mean, dude, if he's going to try, or if he's going to like really grab attention, there's no offense to them, dude, but there's other babes. It'd be like me going somewhere and being like, we're just raising awareness. They'd be like, okay, dude.
Yeah, there could have been
Sure.
There could have been better babes.
Better babes.
Better babes. That's what we wanted.
Different bunnies, man. They could have grabbed some different bunnies.
What if they just took the last 6 babes of the week? Just launched 10 deformed ladies with huge asses.
But yeah, that's, so that's jokes on us. They're raising awareness about sending trash to outer space. It's also like,
See how that works.
yeah, send the fucking trash then. If you guys want to raise awareness, blast trash in outer space. That'd be sick. And although how much trash are you going to get up into outer space?
Yeah, it doesn't seem too feasible.
Yeah, like, dude, I just one fucking dumpster.
We should just keep dumping it in the ocean. Fuck it.
True. Nah, we need to get the dolphin consciousness, dude.
I have dolphin consciousness.
True.
Fully.
Did you see Gardini sent me a video about
No, I
dolphin
didn't.
consciousness? It's so good.
What about they're a bit of a Kanye. They'll fucking suck their cousins.
Dolphins
will suck their cousins.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was very informative.
It was just
And
a
I
black
forgot it
guy
all
rapping
immediately.
about how like we need dolphin consciousness because they can like heal us if we have problems.
It
pretty
was
sick.
dumb.
Huh?
I thought it was like a real thing.
No, it was just a sick video of a guy doing a dolphin consciousness rap,
That is good.
just hitting you with just like pyramid facts, and he's like, dude, fuck yeah. So I'm talking about.
What?
It's hard. It's the craziest thing of all time.
Well, we're not allowed to say it. You can go ahead.
Dude. There's a lot,
Whatever.
dude. There's a lot about dolphins we don't understand. Their brains are just as big as
Our
ours.
brains are just as big. I think they might be a little bigger.
True.
All right.
Is that why they rape?
What the fuck, Lemaire? We're talking dolphins.
Yeah,
Yeah, every animal in the fucking.
yeah. How do you think animals mate?
Although there are courting.
No,
some
no.
have
Dolphins
courting
will
nets.
rape guys. Dolphins rape other male dolphins. they
also-
stick their dicks in like their blowholes and shit.
And they take the dolphin away before they do it because they know it's bad.
They know it's a rapist dolphin.
They know it's rape.
Raper.
Like the other dolphins will take it away, or like they're using their fucking. That's probably a telekinesis. But
They're
damn,
like-
bro's about to go nuts. Bro's
And
about to
apparently
cat.
the dolphins they're sly devils. I think there's like a lady that lived with dolphins that ended up jacking them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's people who get a little fucking horny around those
Well, there's that
things.
whole. Huh?
The dolphin killed itself because the lady had to leave.
Really?
Yeah, they found out about her jerking off the dolphin. They reassigned her, and then the dolphin just like drowned.
Yeah, John Lilly got like that's pretty nuts. The dolphin drowned. The guy John Lilly was like,
It's just like, I'm not going back up.
dude, he.
I'm not getting jacked off. It's been a fucking week since I got jacked off. I'm staying at the bottom of this tank. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Dude, there's that dude John Lilly wrote a whole book. He got a giant grant, I think in the 70s from like the National Institute of Health. I think like millions of dollars, and he just did LSD in a float tank and like fucked with dolphins, and then wrote a book to like because he had to like come up. They were like, "Give us something. What did you find?" He even said he admitted to it. He's like, "Dude, the first 100 pages of this book are pure nonsense." Then like in the last chapter, he wrote about how sick it was to do LSD with dolphins, and they were like, "You
You didn't need a
son
grant
of
for
you
that.
son of a bitch."
That'd be the coolest fucking thing in the world.
I know.
Till one of them turns on you and fucking bends you over a barrel. Those fucking dickheads.
That would be nuts if you're just like tripping so hard with dolphins, just like this is amazing, and then yeah, you fucking.
There was a guy who claimed he would fuck the same female dolphin. He would swim out and fuck this dolphin.
What?
Fuck. I gotta find that. That was a great story.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. He should be executed.
Their sonars. Their sonar heals us.
Yeah, true. That's the other thing.
And they think they're extraterrestrial.
I mean, dude.
432 hertz style.
What do we fucking know? What the hell do we know?
Sonar heal us.
It just does.
Just
How
does,
come
dude.
bats don't?
They might.
Well, then we need to get to that bridge in Austin.
Yeah, we get
True.
Margaret Howell Lovett was a lady who jacked off dolphins.
Jacked off the Dolphs.
I think so.
Dang.
Margaret Lovett.
I think she was with Lily. I think Lily had a sick John Lily. I think he had a sick op going
How
on.
did Peter the Dolphin? His name was Peter the Dolphin.
Peter.
Oh, Lily was with her. Was with the jack off.
He was over. That was his whole operation. The National Institute of Health gave this guy millions of dollars, and he had a lady jerking off dolphins, and he was just tripping in a float tank, being like, "I'm about to figure it out." Dude. The dude is the man.
I'm gonna put it all together in a couple minutes. Hey, jack off Pete again. He's horny.
That's funny. Be like, let's see if Pete can tell you before he's going to come. Is she really?
The lady who
alive?
jerked off the dolphin's still alive, and she
Works
has
at
4
SeaWorld?
kids. Yeah, she works at SeaWorld. No, she's like 80 something.
Dude,
Dang.
she was she was known for living with and attempting to teach Peter, a bottlenose dolphin, to speak in the 1960s. Part of the John C. Lilly project. She was trying to teach the dolphin to talk.
They taught the fucking gorilla how to do sign language.
What the fuck's a dolphin? To talk, to speak. It said speak, not like communicate.
I think they make a lot of different noises, so maybe they just figured they'd try it out. That'd been so sick if a dolphin actually talked.
I think she wanted to go, oh, fuck.
Yeah. They're trying to teach a dolphin, I'm going to bust.
She did eventually. Peter, being an adolescent dolphin, frequently had sexual urges.
Hold up. She was jerking off a juvenile dolphin?
Yep.
Not cool. Not cool.
Which disrupted his lessons, and taking Peter to a downstairs pool with 2 female dolphins proved to be a logistical issue for Lovett. Eventually, Lovett relieved Peter's urges herself, stating, "It wasn't sexual on my part, sensuous perhaps." It seemed to me that it made the bond closer, not because of the sexual activity, but because of the lack of having to keep taking breaks. And
Wait,
that's
you
really
saying-
all it was.
So you're saying jerking them off decrease the amount of breaks? Do you think that would increase the breaks? Little dolphin siestas.
That's pretty hot. That was part of Peter. It would just become part of what was going on, like an itch. Just get rid of that scratch and we can be done and move on.
She's not wrong about that.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. That's the hot part.
And it's government
I'd
money
like-
well spent.
yeah.
I feel like that is a piece of knowledge a lot of people need to know. It could just be like,
Lovett might be the only cool lady on earth. She might be the only one that understands it's just an itch.
It's
Just
just an
itch that
itch.
fucking, just scratch the itch and then we can move on.
it's just an itch, man.
Then I'll go to the Charlie XCX concert. I'm not going to the fucking Charlie XCX concert unless you scratch the itch a little.
Yeah, true. You might get a little antsy at the XCX.
What if I get antsy in my pants?
XCX only saying, "Ah, da, 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 da."
I
Dang.
don't care.
I love it.
Love it.
Jerking dolphins.
Yeah, I'm love it. That's
She's
her name.
right about that. It's just like, dude, I mean, that's been my cause forever. It's like, bro, I'm a machine.
You are a
Just
machine.
treat me like a machine.
You're a complete machine.
Every 3 days, I told my babe, I was like, bro, 3 days passes and you haven't even just gripped me. Something's wrong.
I need to be gripped.
Just check in. Just grip me up.
Give me the
How's this thing
anaconda squares.
Give me the squid.
Give me the squares. Oh man, Matt, if you know me, look, guys. If you want to make your mom happy this Mother's Day, it's simple. Call her. But if you want to go the extra mile, and you should, it's your mom. Get her an Aura digital picture frame and send her some meaningful photos.
This episode is brought to you by Aura Frames.
This episode is brought to you by Aura Frames.
We'll just snip it up and send it in there. Ooh,
They didn't say when it has to be read verbatim.
True. That's true.
So I'm a fine print guy, Matt.
True that.
I can't wait to show my mom this picture of
Me
flexing
Oh, yeah.
shirtless.
Oh, yeah.
My-
From behind. Flexing from behind.
Yes.
Shirtless. Showing my back, traps, glutes.
My mom needs to see my gains.
Close up on my glutes. And
It's
my
actually a
deep
good idea
glutes.
to aura frame out and send your mom befores and afters of your gains.
For sure.
She probably hasn't seen you in a while. Go, this is what I worked on.
Yeah, man.
Wait till you've done the gains. Don't just send her a whole before album.
8th grade to now. Just being like, such a fucking
That's
bitch.
actually a great idea.
That'd be nice, yeah. Just flexing hard.
I'm going to start taking the same picture every year. Compile an aura frame for her.
That'd be nice.
What would you do? What would you send your mom?
I would send my mom a picture of me doing like male cheerleader moves.
Ooh.
Yeah, just like supporting Brittany from underneath. And it's also like, you know, with cheerleading, I'd hope she'd be mature enough to know that my hands are going to be.
They're going to be in there, but
that's what it is.
Come on, man.
But that's male cheerleading. I think my mom would understand that.
She would understand that. An Aura frame is exactly what she needs to store and display all those pictures. You can even send her a picture the next time you're talking to her on the phone, telling her about that game you went to. There's a reason Aura frame was named Best Digital Photo Frame by Wirecutter. That's no joke, folks. That was in Wirecutter and featured in 495 gift guides this year.
What?
Yeah. Plus, Aura has a great deal for Mother's Day. For a limited time, listeners can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off, plus free shipping on their best-selling Carver matte frame. That's crazy. That's auraframes.com, promo code MSSP. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
Mother's Day's on lock. Also, you guys can catch me at Cobb's Comedy Club, San Francisco, California, Crest Theater, Sacramento, California, Neptune Theater, Seattle, Washington, and then Hollywood Improv, Hollywood, California. So, please go.
Yeah, go to ShaneMGillis.com for tickets. I'll be in a bunch of cities. Goodbye. Oh, wait, Guard Dog, do you have a show you'd like to promote?
Yes.
You know to get in front of the camera. You know that.
Okay. Would you like to join me? Are you coming, Lemire?
Oh, Nate's not allowed. That's interesting.
Well, Nate, do you want to come too? To promote the shows? Hello, everybody. It's us, Lemire, Sean, and Nate, and we're here to promote the Optimum Noctis.
May 6th at the Creek in the Cave, and also April 27th.
Are there any good guests?
Oh, yeah. And also, if you're not in Austin, Texas, please join me for a night of stand-up comedy in Philadelphia,
Because I went to
Pennsylvania
the show
6th.
and it wasn't good. I went to Optimum Noctis and the lineup stunk and there was 20 people in the crowd.
That's just a joke.
It seems more like an excuse for you three to go fuck off than that.
No, that's not true. It's the first Tuesday of every month at the Creek in the Cave. Please join us. And then I'll be at Philadelphia Helium on May 6th. SeanGardini.com. Please come.
This Sunday, April 27th, Live Panties in the Mouth, Speakeasy. We got a special guest. And then, yeah, Panties in the Mouth. That's it. All right, sorry, guys.
God bless you. Thank you.
You are Machine, but you're a little dinged up right now, huh?
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. It's a Easter miracle that I didn't get, for real.
It was an Easter miracle.
Seriously injured. We were at an Airbnb near my parents' house. And dude, from a rental perspective, like insurance wise, and you know, shout out to them. I like seeing people take chances, but they have a like 7 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot high, 7 foot, just a zip line. You just like, you know, the kids were doing it, and last year I would do it. I'd be like, watch this, and you know, when you jump up.
You went to the same Airbnb last year?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Same place.
You lay the line. You knew it.
Exactly.
You were ready
They
to
have
take
a
risks.
tub full of Legos like this deep. It was so fucking fun. I mean, they have a piano in the first room, keyboard in the basement, guitars throughout. It's just for real the best house. It's awesome. And we get on we're doing Legos or whatever. But they have the zip line, and like when you do a zip line, you know, it's like, you know, pause, but you have to pull your legs all the way up.
Of course.
So I was like, watch this, guys, and I fucking jumped up ass first, dude. It'd be like standing on a 6 foot ladder. It's as high as these fucking things.
Oh my God.
And I jumped off that, kicked my legs up, and landed flat up because the thing just completely disconnected when I jumped off. So I just, out of nowhere, it happens in an instant.
Cannonball directly onto
Dry cannonball onto my left ass cheek, thank God. Onto moss, too, because this zip line, it's like, right away, it's a soft patch of moss, and then it's like these giant boulders that are just fixed in the ground.
Holy shit.
If I fell on the boulder, I would have broke my fucking tailbone. If I even landed on my tailbone, I could have broken it. So I jump off like 6 feet high and then land on my ass and then smash my elbow. I did heal up. I had some scratches on my elbow. This was all fucked up. And then the final was my neck just went like that. And I was like, I broke my neck. I definitely broke my neck. And my brother's like, dude, you're all right. And the kids are like, oh, and my little fucking nephew was like, so I pop up. And I was like, it's not funny, dude.
Yeah, you hit him with the silence. You're like, it's not funny. Your uncle fell from the zip line. It's not funny. You're lucky I didn't hit the rocks. I landed on some soft moss.
Some soft peat moss. And then I got up and did like a just a circular, just spaz walk where I was like just waiting for just something to like. I don't know. I was like, dude, this is hospital time.
Yeah. What noise did you make when you hit the ground?
I don't remember. It was definitely like.
It's like the wind knocked out of your type. Like
it was like jump. Yeah. It was a jump and then like shocked where I was coming to like, what the fuck happened? I was like, oh my God, I fell, got up and like, everything kind of hurt, but I was like, I don't have to go to the hospital. And my brother, even like, when your brother's like, are you like, he was like nice talking, like, are you all right? You could tell he when I finally like came to, he was like, bro, for real, I thought you were going to be doing Hey Buddies at Wawa for the rest of your life. He's like, I for real was like, well, Matt's done. Good run. He's over. He's fucking done.
I was going to be stamping hoagie receipts. Dude, if you were in a chair, this would be a sick pod.
That would be nasty.
You'd be smarter.
True.
Then you could understand quantum physics.
I for real was like, I was like, it would have been Hawking, so I would just have to Hawking's out.
You'd have to.
Or Reeves. What did Reeves do? Reeves didn't really get into physics.
Was it true? But did he fall off a horse or hit a ski?
Fell off a horse.
Yeah.
What happened to fucking Hawking's?
It was a degenerative disease?
Oh, okay. So he didn't like fall. He just got his shit got fucked up. Yeah, bro. I for real, for a second was like, I fucked myself up. I broke my neck.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. My spine's fucked up. Totally fine. My knees right now, the only thing still nagging me is this goddamn knee. I think I twisted it when I went down. But other than that, dude, miraculous survival.
Yeah.
And good. Imagine if apparently, first of all, imagine if the kids fell.
Yeah.
Which some would argue like, well, they wouldn't have because they're not 180 something pounds. But it's like my brother, we like rehooked it back up. And Billy was saying when you jump on it, like the thread comes out a little tiny bit at a time. And I just really accelerated, maybe popped out 8 threads at once.
So, I hope they sue you for breaking the zip line.
True.
I might counter sue.
Christ, don't sue me, dude.
I'm on the yep.
I'll settle out of court, dude. Don't bring it to the public, dude. I'll settle. Release the fucking tape. Release the full tape.
Release all 10 minutes. I don't fuck for 30 seconds.
Release the tape from last year when I shredded the zip line like 5 times. And then you got to it comes up against a tree, so you got to kick the tree at the end. It's fucking so tight, dude. I literally could have sued. It was total grounds for sue.
Yeah.
But not like that, man.
No.
These guys opened their house to me and I shouldn't have been on the zip line. So
yeah. Did you read the rule book in the house?
It doesn't say anything about not being on the zip line.
Oh, there's a weight limit.
It doesn't. You've never even read the guidebook.
Oh, there's a weight limit.
I mean, dude, it was a Christ-like sacrifice on my part because if the kids fell, it was Good Friday, dude.
Oh, dude, we didn't even talk about our fucking beautiful Papa. Our Pope passed away.
I know.
Sweet, sweet Papa.
Papa's gone.
What? I don't think that was real.
Oh.
I don't think that was a real New York Post.
Hey, whatever.
Forgive me.
Somebody in our group chat posted a thing from the New York Post. Trust me, I checked. I was like, there's no way that's fucking real.
Do I have to be the fucking Pope?
Am I going to be the Pope? God,
that would be nasty. You would make a good Pope.
Thanks, man. I don't know what I would do first.
Just your Eagles gun on the balcony of the Vatican.
Dude, the Green Goblin. I was so excited when I got the Green Goblin, and I took pictures and I sent it to everybody just because I was very excited, and then instantly started getting negative feedback.
What?
And then I realized, fuck, they're kind of right. It is gay. And then it took me a while to come back around and be like, no, this gun's fucking
rules.
sick.
What was the negative feedback they're giving?
Lev Furs, fucking bitch ass.
Who?
Lev. Do you know Lev?
Mm-mm.
You would like him.
We call him Heavy Levy.
He's a guy who ballooned during COVID.
Beast.
He was a handsome devil.
Really?
And then COVID happened. For real, it was before and after Lemaire on the Green Bay trip.
He just beefed up.
He beefed up.
Not his fault. The government did that to him.
Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, for real.
I wish I want to tell that story about. No, it's a Lev personal story.
Yeah, true.
Making his girlfriend cry. It was one of the funniest stories I've heard. Fuck, I want to tell it. I'll tell it. I'll tell it and then text him. And if he says no, we can edit it out. But he gets a lot of guff for being heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And he said one time he ate so much that he made his girlfriend cry. And I guess what happened, Guard Dog?
I think he got 2 footlongs from Subway.
Well, yeah, they were in the middle of an argument about him having to be healthier.
Yes.
And in the middle of the fight, he had just ordered 2 Subway footlongs.
And they arrived.
And he sat down and grubbed 24 inches, 0.67 yards of sub.
Of Hoggy.
Of Hoggy.
Right in front of his babe.
Their Subway's buffalo chicken.
Dude, Subway rules. Everyone tries to shit on Subway. It's great. Fresh.
Subway smell still fucks me up. I used to crush Subway.
Subway's great.
You know, we're all trying to get back in shape on the child predator diet back in the day. But dude, I used to crush their foot-long buffalo chicken sandwich. On the
sweet onion
cheese roll.
chicken, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I would go buffalo chicken on the cheese, whatever toasted cheese roll, and it was like, yeah, motherfucking damn it.
Yeah, I doubt Lev wants us to air that out.
Did he eat 2
that's
feet?
a truly devastating story.
I mean, it's a beast move. That's frame,
He probably
bro.
won't care, but
That's holding frame, though.
that's
So you gotta lose weight.
dominating.
It's like, watch me eat 2 fucking feet of hoagies, dude. Almost a yard.
Yeah,
It's the longest yard. Just
for real, the longest yard. Your babe crying.
my dad was
Dude, if I grubbed so hard that my woman left the room crying,
such an. We can only
Holy
aspire. We can only
shit.
aspire. Well, I still operate under the assumption that like it turns women on when you eat like all your food really fast. Anytime I'm at a restaurant and I crush my plate, I'm like, yeah, I'm already done. This
Yeah.
lady's so horny right now.
everyone's horny. I just ate fucking 70,000 calories.
I don't know why in my head I'm like every time I crush just like a breakfast, I'll get like a double breakfast where it's like a classic eggs, whatever,
Yeah.
potatoes, bacon, and like a side dish. Just smash both and be like, yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah,
babe.
man.
Go ahead, babe. Take this away from me. Sorry, but you see the ring.
I don't know if you're wrong.
I think I guess it could.
I think it depends on the dish. If you sit down and smash a cake, they're gonna be
Yeah.
not too pleased.
Yeah, I'm like, that was yummy.
Oh, yeah, ice cream. That's another one.
Yeah.
2 Subway footlongs.
That's like
It is-
150 grams of protein.
It's fucked up.
God, that makes me so hungry right now.
I know. I am pretty hungry.
I did decadent weekend. The last place I was in doing stand up, I kept crushing pizza. San Antonio kept crushing pizzas
Yeah.
before the show.
That's nice.
Couldn't stop it.
What type is that?
Via 313 Detroit style.
Detroit style is fucking
Detroit style
great.
is so fucking good. And then this is actually a bit. This maybe could have made Bay cry. I also got a rotisserie. Got a rotisserie chicken while the Uber Eats was coming, and just laid like a huge topping of rotisserie chicken on the pizza. It was just crushing it backstage. It's so good.
That would make a Bay proud.
I think so too.
Yeah, they'd be hyped on that.
They'd be like, "Damn, you're definitely hitting your macros today."
Ingenuity. He's a handyman.
I yearn for another Detroit style with the tis on top.
Now
Detroit
that you're
style with
saying
a
it,
thick
yearn.
layer of tis, man. It's so fucking good. It's
No,
stand-up fuel.
Lev said it's okay.
Yes. Obvious beast.
He is a beast. I've never seen someone that doesn't care more about.
Yeah, I love heavy.
And he talks shit to everybody. He's very funny.
Animal.
He's, the
He's a
best.
nasty fuck.
He is.
I must have met this guy. I never.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not
Yeah.
a name.
But you weren't
star
really
guy.
that much in New York.
Oh, he's a New York guy.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Yeah,
there's a
yeah,
chance
yeah,
I never
yeah,
did
yeah.
that. I thought this was a mothership, bro.
No, he's not a mothership, bro.
Maybe.
What an animal, dude. He's just in the Big Apple, just
The
crushing.
Big Apple.
King
He became the Big Apple.
King Kong. King motherfucking Kong.
Yeah, it's a good group chat.
Dude, ticking out. That's the
Hang
move.
around Charlie's.
Just fully ticking out and just gaining tons of weight is the fucking move.
I was playing. We played Halo. Me and him would play video games together. And one night it was like 3 a.m. and we're playing Halo, and he's like, "I'm kind of hungry. I think I'm gonna get a chicken parm sub." And I was like, "Dude, just go to bed.
Yeah.
It's 3 a.m. Let's just go to bed. You do not need to order. You need to stay up until 5,
Yeah.
like 4 to get that
Get a
parm sub." Don't get me wrong. I was jealous of the man's freedom.
I know. True.
I wish I was willing to go, yeah, fuck it. Parm sub, 3 a.m.
The wake ups.
Sober.
The wake up's tough.
He was sober hitting these orders.
Oh, I mean, look, I
He's a
can't.
legend.
That's such a beast, man.
And he had a motorcycle.
Did he really?
And he gained 500 pounds. And he drove a motorcycle.
That is like, dude, I just found out.
Pig on the hog.
No, dude, we're being mean to the sweet love. Nah,
Dude, I just found out. Apparently, that's the only time a anaconda, or not anacondas, pythons, My nephew is a bit of a snake man. He's got a python.
Yeah, watch that.
Yeah, dude. He's got.
Kanye's nephew was a bit of a snake.
That was his cousin, dude.
Oh yeah, true.
This is just his cousin and closest cousin. He was saying so like the anaconda. You can like or python. Sorry, I don't want to get I don't want to cause a stir in the reptile community, but he was telling my brother like, yo, you gotta chill. You can't pet them when the only time a python gets aggressive, it's when it's digesting its food.
Yeah.
So like when they eat and they just have this giant fucking knot in their
defend
stomach.
itself at that point.
Yeah, they will. And my brother was like, dude, it'll be fine. And the fucking thing bit my brother. It scared the shit out of him.
That probably hurt like hell.
He said it didn't hurt as bad as you think because they only have teeth. Pythons have teeth in the back of their mouth, but it did leave a mark. And he's like, bro, I like it. It's something about a snake striking you. He's like, I can't even reach my hand.
Terrifying.
It was so scary. So it was funny. He was like, shut up, dude. Watch this. My nephew knows.
Hit by a snake.
He got bit by a python.
When was this weekend?
It was right before I
What
came.
are the McCuskers doing?
Oh, we got some There's a lot of reptiles going on.
That's
Just scored the bearded dragon. Bearded
That's a good
dragon's
score.
nice, dude.
That's a really good score.
Bearded dragon's nice. You got to keep the tiles in there, get them warm for
That's
the
a
B-Day.
very good score.
Yeah, there's the python. There's a little baby corn snake, bearded dragon.
Corn snake's nice.
Corn snake's great.
Yeah.
I was holding the baby corn snake. And dude, they'll like hold mice. Bro. Come on, dude. Come on. Don't
Holding
do
the
this
baby
to-
corn snake is I'm gonna take that one. I might use that tonight. I might use that tonight with my woman.
Hold the baby corn
When he goes,
snake.
you know what time it is? Yeah, what? What time? It's time to hold the baby corn snake. The baby corn snake's hungry.
Dude, my niece and nephew will like hold dead mice and let this snake strike out of their
They're
hand.
gonna be out of their minds.
Bro, they're fucking fearless.
They're gonna be nuts.
We have a video of it. They just my niece is holding a dead mouse and the baby corn snake goes right out of her hands. I'm like, dude, I can't. I'd flinch. I'd be like Darwin in front of the glass.
Yeah.
He couldn't do it. He would stand in front of a snake, even behind the glass, and would strike at him. He's like, I would flinch 100% of the time. He's like, something about these motherfuckers, dude.
Charles Darwin did
Yeah,
that?
he would stand in front of like a snake tank and be like, this is the day I'm just going to have nerves of steel. Let it strike at me. And he goes, I'm 0 for 100. Every day the snake would strike and he'd go, oh.
They're scary guys.
Yeah, man. Scary as hell. But yeah, we got the reptiles are popping over on the compound. It's pretty tight.
Bearded dragons.
Bro, he came down. We had the family Easter party. He came down with the bearded dragon just on him. Just like, yeah, it was going on.
Who
It
did
was
that?
Mac.
How old was he?
He's like 6. It's a sick
That's
flex,
a
dude.
fucking flex for a kid.
It was a pretty sick flex. But yeah, Easter was sick, dude. I kept teasing all my nieces and nephews. They did the big Easter
I
egg
think
hunt.
he's gonna fucking bite his ass too. This
Wait, the
thing-
bearded dragon?
Yeah, this thing's a fucker, dude.
Dude, they're big. Bearded dragons live till 20. So he's got a good 14 years on this bearded dragon. Or, puberty might shake that up a little bit.
Yeah,
he might
I
drop
think a
the bearded-
girlfriend might come in between him and his bearded dragon.
Yeah, he might put down the bearded dragon and try to
It's
touch
time to
another
put down the bearded dragon.
reptile. Touch another slimy creature.
The slimiest,
A
slitheriest.
bearded vagina. Hopefully be carrying down a nice bearded vagina in 14 years.
We'll be carrying it down at Easter, going everyone.
Carrying down a bearded vagina.
Lemise, we could get you a bearded dragon.
I love a bearded dragon. They don't like shed or nothing, right?
Damn, I didn't know they were this chill.
They're chill as hell.
They're the king of chill.
They are, dude. They're for real chill as fuck.
There's a YouTube video about bearded dragon, the king of chill.
My nephew's like confused why I don't have a ton of reptiles. He's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, you could have one of these right
Reptiles suck.
now. What the fuck, dude?
I swear. Don't get me wrong, bearded dragon's cool, but I mean,
I know what you mean.
I don't want a pet that's nothing.
You're talking about being a reptile adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tricky territory.
I knew a reptile adult. A dear friend of mine, I think I might have talked about it. My cousin was dating a reptile adult. She had a giant fucking like iguana. She had a huge lizard that she would like put in bed with them.
What?
Yeah. Big dog.
You got to put that thing away when it's time to fucking smash.
No, you gotta say, let the boy.
Watch. I got absolutely I got totally aura robbed by there's like a little Shetland
You got
pony.
aura robbed on that zip line, dude.
I mean, zip line
that's devastating.
crushed.
That was all your coins.
And then all my coins. I was already zero. I think I died then because I had 0 coins. And then I brought like everyone up to feed the little Shetland pony. There was like a little Shetland pony.
Now that's a good animal.
Great animal.
Yeah.
Cody is 31 years old, bro.
You have a 31-year-old Shetland pony?
On the compound, kicking around. 31-year-old Shetland and a mini pony. And I brought everyone up. Brittany was with me, and we went and fed the pony. And I was just giving it grass. My uncle's like, "Oh, I got like horse feed. You can dump it in the thing." So we dumped horse feed in, and dude, the pony was so excited. Its dong just came out, and I was just watching my fucking wife be like,
31.
"Oh my god!" And I was like, "Dude, the fucking dong on a Shetland pony." It was thickums. It was thick and long.
Fuck.
He just dropped like a fucking
What's his name?
Not quite a coquette, Cody.
Cody.
The code master, dude.
Cody Rhodes.
Cody came down, bro. Cody just dropped while he was eating. Dropped dong while eating. As soon as he finished, it was just like sucked back in. My wife was like, "What the hell?" And I was like, "Yeah." Just glancing, I was like, "Oh my god, flass." Just like it was weird. It wasn't bricked up. It was just dropped.
Just dropped.
Flaccid dong. Just
that's
mogged
way
me.
more enviable. Yeah.
And it was a Shetland too. It's like, bro, it's not even a full horse. And I was just like,
Shetland.
not even in my dreams, bro. This thing was crazy.
Yeah.
Just dropped like an HBO Lord of the, just a full fucking flash dong.
Showstopper.
Total showstopper, dude. It was my wife and her friend just like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "All right, guys, come on, let's go see some other parts of this place. This is fucking bullshit."
Yeah, it's funny that men have that and women. You know, you never see like a fucking dog's pussy and go, "Yeah, jeez."
Pussy on the dog's wet as hell. Thing's glistening. Just a nice buttery mini butt on a dog.
All right. That's good. That's the end of the podcast. We'll go to the Patreon. Sinners was great, and I'm not racist. Thank you.
Just a puffy. Mr. Novak, how you doing, bro?
Man,
How you like the Mister? I've been trying to be way more respectful lately.
have you?
Mister, yeah.
The Mister would just fucking piss me off. Fuck you.
You don't like a Mister?
No.
I love Mister.
I just feel like it's like an authoritative figure.
Yeah, you don't like that.
I have
You don't
a
like
problem with like authority and conforming.
Where's the authority problem you think come from?
My fucking father.
Yeah, but
he
I
was
was
a
just
crazy drug addict, Hell's Angel guy.
But he was still authoritative. He was still like
in his own demonic, fucked up way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
like
yeah,
he
yeah.
was really disconnected from reality, and he lived in his own world, and his own world looked like he rode with the Hells Angels, and everything was transactional, a business, while under the influence of crack or fucking meth. And so like he was the guy that like he would come home at 2:33 in the morning, and when he was awake, the whole fucking house was awake, and everyone was gonna wake up to sit on the sofa to watch him and his biker buddies party.
What?
So authoritative in that approach.
I see what you're saying.
So-
Damn, I thought I had a problem with authority. I just have an Irish Catholic father who spanked my hiney, and I'm like,
yeah.
dude, I don't
Fuck,
want to
that's
hear
a wet
it.
dream for me, you cocksucker. Fuck off.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I have a fucking authority problem. Mine must be nothing, because I think that is real. The link to authority problems is just your relationship with your dad.
And my mother's go-to my whole life as a child growing up, she's like, when I just couldn't figure out fuck about shit, she's like, we should put you in the Marines. Like, if you don't,
Yeah,
what
thanks.
do you think I want a fucking muscle-jacked fuck waking me up at 4 a.m. to 5,000 push-ups? You can fuck off.
Yeah, that would spaz you. I have a one of my moms, someone like my mom knows, got dishonorably discharged. From what I heard of just waking up and being like, get the fuck away from me. And they're like, dude, you're out of here.
Dude, that's
bad.
that approach does not work with me.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Well, because I already am wired with like, if it doesn't make sense to me, it's wrong.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like right out of the gate, I have a lot of shit going against me because a lot of things don't make sense to me. So I walk around like wrong, could do better, should do better. Blah.
Yeah.
So it's what I've learned in life for me is that it's all about approach, right? And today it's much easier for me coming from a position of simply understanding as opposed to being understood.
Yeah.
So like I just accept you for where you're at, the jarhead for where he or she's at, and just it's cool.
Yeah, that was something that blew my mind during COVID, and I've like mentioned this before, but I still can't get over it. Like I didn't realize how much I did this, but like, especially during like So before COVID, I didn't know that I was really doing this, but I go through a supermarket and like every person I saw, it would just be this like weird invisible battle in my head where I'd be like, look at this fucking guy, fucking pussy jerk off. And then I would see a lady and like, fucking chick's not even hot. Is she looking at me? No, she's not, fucking bitch. And like, and you're doing this like crazy maniacal thing in your head. And then COVID, it came to a fever pitch because there was like the mask first, no mask. And then it was like, it was just like, it just all came to a head where I was like, dude, why am I this stressed while taking a walk? And I started doing a thing where like, when I would be out at a grocery store, I would really focus on not having like a silent battle against people and instead just like wishing strangers well and like you were saying, exuding that, whatever that energy is. Dude, I felt so much more comfortable in public after that. Yeah. Which was like, it was like a revelation for me.
I love being right-sized by humanity. It just happened to me recently. And I'm really good at like, again, I really have dove into this whole spiritual aspect of my reality and believe.
When you say right-sized, sorry, what do you mean?
Like, my ego will allow me to create these delusional narratives that aren't even fucking real. And then when I'm proved wrong, when I really believe I'm right, I'm like, dude, I am a fucking asshole. And it just happened. You're a Philly guy, right? You'll relate to this story. I had a crazy weekend. I was in New York, all kinds of stuff going on. I drive back and I have like these weekly dinners at this place in Fishtown Sunday nights. And you know, Fishtown's kind of oversaturated with like a lot of hipsters. Sure. And in my mind, hipsters are just kind of tattooed, bearded, angry people for no fucking reason. It's not like they lack resources or whatever. Yeah. I create this narrative. So I had a long weekend and I'm trying to park under the L to go to this restaurant I go to, and there's this ice cream truck, and it's fucking just submerged with hipsters getting ice cream. And that's cool, right? Yeah. But as I'm doing this 3-point turn, someone I've actually like, oh, he's fucking pissed, dude. He's got a problem. So now I haven't even seen the person. I'm ready. And I'm like the most fucking passive aggressive. Like I cringe at the thought of confrontation. But if you caught me on the right time, I'm like, it's fucking on. Yeah, let's go. So as I'm parking, I see him, and it's a hipster with tattoos and a beard who I already have created an issue with, but I don't even know this person. Yeah. And he locks eyes with me as I'm hoping he would so we can fucking get to it. Yeah. And he goes, oh shit, you're so-and-so. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, dude, I fucking love your work, man. And he had a camera in his hand and he was taking portraits and stills. He's like, can I get a photo of you? He said, what I do. And I'm like, dude, fuck yes and fuck me, right? Because I walk around just like at times, and that's what I mean by really enjoying being right sized. Because I have a job sometimes that consists of knowing everything, right? And that places me in a lot of positions that I don't really like to enjoy. Yeah. When you say you have a job of what do you mean? Because like you know, for so long when I was caught up in addiction, right? When logical people who knew how to stay sober would suggest to me what I might want to do in order to save my life, I'd suggest why they should fuck off. Yeah. Because I know. I was too smart for my own goddamn good. Right. And then I got to this place where the pain became so unbearable. I was able to look back and recognize that like every common denominator in every one of my problems was me. Yeah. And maybe if I just get the fuck out of my way, I might stand a chance of living a better life. And what I do know is that I don't know. Because when I think that I know, there's no open mind. I am not teachable, and I'm definitely not willing to try anything that I don't agree with. Yeah. Which just sets me up for a fucking, you know, all these terrible experiences.
Yeah, take me back through that. So what was like, how did you, like, what's your story? Like, how did you get in that? Obviously, you're saying like, you know, family or, you know, home life, not great. And then like, eventually to like, you know, gaining a ton of notoriety. Like, what was that like for you going from like the beginning to like the thick of all that stuff?
Well, it's you know, it's a very interesting narrative and storyline, I believe. Because I come from Baltimore and you're obviously from Pennsylvania, so there's a lot of similarities at this table. But coming from that home life of a pretty chaotic household and a father who was pretty out of his fucking mind, I believe I was genetically predisposed to addiction or alcoholism, and that paired with the atmosphere I was brought up in, it just made sense. Yeah. But throughout that journey, I was blessed with a skateboard, and I fell in love with skateboarding, and another guy from Baltimore named Bucky Lasik. Yeah. Who
I played him on Tony Hawk for sure.
He's my fucking he's the man. He's the legend. And he was from Baltimore, and he kind of recognized the talents I possessed, so he took me under his wing and got me sponsored by PAL, and that's where the skateboarding world took off. But then we would go to Cheapskates in Pennsylvania, the skate park.
Was it Boards and Blades or what?
Boards and Blades was later
After?
on,
Okay,
and
right,
that
right.
was right off Route 1 right there.
I was a young boy at Boards and Blades, and you would
Totally.
see like Bam
Yeah,
and
we
Squab
would
would
come
come through,
skate
and I'd
there.
be like, oh,
we filmed like some of
fuck.
the CKY shit there.
Yeah.
Like the stunts and stuff.
Yeah.
Naked Dave doing an ollie over the pyramid, and then Bam, I think kicking him or punching him or something like that.
Yeah, that was always legendary. You guys would come. We were like 12. We'd be like, oh, dude, fuck.
Yeah.
Like trying to do one heel flip, like this fucking rules, dude. I'm gonna get sponsored.
It's it. Pro board coming.
Oh, it was the.
As soon as I get this heel flip,
yeah, they're coming. Spitfire's coming for me, dude. Once I get that.
just need a manager at this point. Too overwhelming. But nonetheless, so I meet Bam, and then we at that skate park called Cheapskates, which was clearly before your time. If Boards and Blades was when you started.
Yeah.
And
where was Cheapskates?
I don't know. It was in
Okay.
Pennsylvania, and we
Somewhere.
would drive up.
Right on.
And Bam would always be there, and he wasn't sponsored at that point. Bucky and I were, and we were instantaneously became thick as thieves.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd practice for this one contest every year, which was the NSAs. They'd have in Bricktown, New Jersey.
Okay.
And either he would win or I'd win. And one year I didn't show up, and he was there, and he went to Bucky, and he's like, yo, Bucky, where's Novak? And Bucky's like, I think he's on heroin. And Bam, at such a young age, was like, well, what's that? Right? And not such a young age, like 12, 13. It was like 16, 17. But
That's pretty young
when
still.
you're consumed in like a nice, wholesome life that revolves around skateboarding and a good family, like you don't have conversations that consist of those words.
Yeah, sure.
So it was at that point that his career in skateboarding totally excelled and took off, and mine went to complete shit, and I chose to pursue a life of heroin and addiction. Fast forward some time later, I'm really sick one day. I can't come up with any money. But at this point, I wouldn't even acknowledge a skateboarder, right? It was like, it was the equivalent of like looking at the woman you like get away, the love of your life.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, if I just did a little like, so it hurt me like that.
Yeah.
So I'd avoid skateboarding like the plague, but one day I was really sick and I couldn't come up with money. So I decided to go to this skate shop in Fells Point called Select. And I asked, when I get there to try to get some money, like, we're not going to give you money, but Bam was here yesterday with the Toy Machine team. And he asked if we ever saw you. We said no. And he said, well, if you do, give him my number. So he leaves his number. And a couple days later, I call, and it was the number to Fairman's skate shop in town.
Westchester.
Yeah. And I called Fairman's, right? Timing is everything in life. I call Fairman's. It's not even his skate. It's not his house. It's Fairman's. I'm a homeless heroin addict. I pump in some change into the fucking payphone, right? And this change is like my lifeline, right? So I got my finger on the thing. Like if it don't answer, I don't get beat for the money. So I'm like, but Dave answers. He's like, yo, he was just here. He's next door at Kuma, which is the sushi restaurant in town. He's like, hold on, I'll go get him. So he goes and gets him, comes back, and then that night I'm on a Greyhound bus from Baltimore to Westchester. And he's like, yo, come live with me. You know, you can at this point he had done the CKYs, and then Viva La Bam had just started, and he allowed me to be a guest on the show and started to get paid by Viacom, and I could do all this shit. I just couldn't. I could have a credit card. I could live at his house rent free. I just wasn't allowed to do heroin.
Okay.
that was the stipulation.
No problem.
I was cool with like Coke and alcohol because that was like I wouldn't steal your shit when I wanted more Coke.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So that was kind of how I like. And then throughout that process, Bam would always be like, yo, your stories are like the fun. He always loved the positions I ended up in as a direct result of my heroin addiction. Like letting gay men shave my asshole for rent money and fucking, you know, letting men blow me for more dope and just getting stabbed in the head with an ink pen and fucking like all this nonsense. So he's like, yo, you can live at the house. And now I'm starting to get appearances in Jackass. He's bringing me along and he kind of calls me like his walking television. But he then one night we would go to Kildare's after a rap. We'd rap for the day. Cass and the crew would go there. Humongous table of like 40 or 50 in a bar. And, and he'd like, tell this story, tell that story. And you could literally hear a pin drop. And it was then that he's like, yo, you're going to write a book. Now, I had not graduated high school at this point. I had no GED. I had nothing. I had no part of ever wanting to write a book. He's like, you're going to write a book. He gives me a notebook and a pen. And he goes, you're to carry this around all the time. He's like, I don't give a fuck if I don't even see you writing in it. you have to have it in your hand. The first time I don't see it in your hand, you're going back to Baltimore.
Damn.
So like the scales of justice were very equal there, easy to weigh out.
Yeah,
Homeless in Baltimore, letting men blow me for heroin, or carry this fucking notebook and pen around and write my story. And still be on a TV show, drive a car, credit card, paid by Viacom, blah, blah, blah.
And you were maintaining sobriety, like relative sobriety?
No,
not even close.
So he would like, I never was allowed to do what I really wanted to do, which was opiates, whether it was like Percocets or heroin. That was very frowned upon, and he made it very known to everyone in Westchester and the people we worked with to not give me any.
Gotcha.
So people listened, and but nonetheless. And the second book that I wrote, Streets of Baltimore, really dives into the psychology of an addict or an alcoholic, because I knew that I'm being presented this golden ticket, right? I can become this household name, making money. I can live in this fucking mansion, drive a car, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I know that it's only a matter of time before the rug gets pulled out from under me. Because I can't stop getting high.
Yeah.
So he's cool with the coke and the alcohol and they don't really understand addiction at that point.
Sure, yeah.
But like, inside of me, I can't wait to get back to Baltimore to fuck. So I'd tell him lies like I have to go back and get my favorite pair of jeans. And I'd fucking go back and end up there for 3 weeks.
Damn.
And just lost in Baltimore shooting dope.
Jeez.
And so he'd kick me out. I'd go to rehab and a lot of wash, rinse, repeats of that.
Sure, yeah.
Later on, he then comes with this new idea. I'm going to write this book. I have no desire to write a book, but I had read a book called A Million Little Pieces by James Frey. Brilliant book, and I love the outline of that. So I'm no fool by any means, and I went and I just copied his outline, and I wrote a fucking 12 chapters, pen to paper, right? No laptop, anything. And my co-author is a man named Joe Franz, who made all the CKY videos.
Okay, yeah.
Filmed the Viva La Bams and Jackass, and he did not want that job, but Bam was like, dude, you're going to do this. Because no one wanted to work with me. I was like, I was not a good fucking employee.
Yeah.
My behavior was rather erratic, to say the least. But he made him kind of do this. And then a year later, I'm like, yo, I think I'm finished. And Bam started reading. He's like, dude, this is really something. So then he gives it to Joe. Joe turns 12 chapters into 23. And we get a literary agent off of Bam's manager, finds me a literary agent, shops around, and it gets fucking picked up. And it does like really, really well.
What was it? This is your first book,
The
right?
first
This
book,
was
Dream
cool.
Seller.
Dream Seller. That's a nice title, too.
Which was fucking, I mean, that's what I did for a living, right? Like I'd make people believe the unbelievable. I'd build your hopes up to like make you believe that like it was going to be different this time. Just in hopes for you to believe in me enough for me to get some cash out of you.
Yeah.
To only apologize and just to wash, rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what my life looked like for a long time. But that's how I ended up in all these places and doing all these things. That what I didn't know then that's really rad now is that's life. It's live forward and learn backwards.
Yeah.
And I didn't see that I was kind of being tasked with this fucked up position of addiction or alcoholism to then be later on blessed with recovery and use the very same platform that I gained notoriety from as being just this fuck up drug addict alcoholic to being this guy that's like, yo, if you want help, like I will help you. I have all these avenues to like get you out of where I once was.
Yeah, can you put that into words? I'm always kind of fascinated by that when it's like, because it is obvious to anyone who's not on drugs. When you know someone who's on drugs, you're like, dude, if you just don't do drugs, you won't have as many problems. And they're like, I have to do them.
Sure.
It's like, what is like the thought? Is it even a thought process, or is it just like a genuine, just like urge?
At that point in time for me, I got to a place in life where any person, place, or thing that stood between me and a bag of heroin must and will go. And it was never personal. It was just business, right? Because I'm a good guy with a great heart, and I was raised by a loving mother who taught me to show kindness and compassion to humanity. But don't catch me when I'm withdrawing. You know what I mean? So it's like, so what, I own treatment centers today. I own sober living houses. I'm totally immersed in that world. And the truth of the matter is, we are amazing people that have been diagnosed with a deadly disease that makes us make terrible decisions. That's the reality of it.
Yeah.
At least my story.
Yeah. So you're saying like, I'm sorry, like the process of like having, I guess, that urge versus like, you know, like you said, in some way you kind of know, like, yeah, this isn't going to go well.
So I remember,
but you just have to. I have to do it.
Prime example. We were kind of getting into it a little bit before we got on. I had just done a year in George W. Hill Correctional Facility. Right. They let me out New Year's Eve. I'm living in Westchester, and I have an amazing fiance at the time who's now my ex because they continue to get between me and drugs. So they have to fucking go. Yeah. And she's moved our home while I was incarcerated. She redecorated it, really tried to love my addiction out of me. And I wanted to be done with it. I really did. That night I was released, I called up one of my buddies who rode with the Pagans, who partied with us in Westchester, and he brought over some Percocet 30s and a couple Xanax. Now, I had been sober for a year up to this point. Yeah. And I'm on parole. Like, I know what the deal is if I fuck up. I find myself in Ryan's pub in Westchester because I live right down the street, and I told my chick, because she'd watch me like a canine. I'm like, I just have to go up here to say hi to whatever. And I go, and I'm in the pub, and I'm sitting on the toilet, and the toilet paper dispensary is to my right, and I crush up 2 Percocet 30s and a half of Xanax, and I have it in my billfold, and I'm about to put it in my nose and sniff it, and I'm literally crying. I uncontrollably crying. I can't stop crying because I know that as soon as I do this, I'm going to begin that behavioral pattern that takes me where I don't want to go and makes me do things I don't want to do, but I can't control myself. Yeah. You know, like there's no room for logic at that point.
Jesus, man.
And that's kind of what my day in, day out looked like for a long time.
Yeah, that's a good explanation of it. Because I know it's not like a thing with like words. It's just kind of like, you know, you also don't. And it's like, it's pretty fucking rugged, man.
I remember that night. I'm in the bathroom. I'm doing this, and I could hear people out in Ryan. You know where Ryan's is, and they're having a good time. They're waiting for the ball to drop. They're laughing. They're fucking playing. They're cheersing, and I'm in the stall just crying uncontrollably with a fucking rolled up bill up my nose, getting ready to sniff everything I love away. Oh. And that's what addiction is as a whole. But it didn't start that way, you know?
Yeah. How did you end up starting to do heroin? Because that was like a big jump from like skating. Yeah. Like, was it the pills first?
It was the fucking hallmark progression, you know, the alcohol, the weed, stealing the herb from the dad, and then the blow, because he sold a lot of blow. Yeah. Things just progressively got worse, but mine was genetic. So, you know, I have a mother who was a nuclear physicist. I have a brother who is an attorney who works in the White House.
That's awesome.
I have a sister who works in the hospital my mother ran, but they are by a different father. I'm the only one by my father.
Got you.
He was an addict and his father was an addict. Yeah. So I believe I was fucked from the gate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The thing now is that like, it's like, you know, my poison has become my medicine, and like it's turned out to be the biggest blessing that's ever happened in my life.
Yeah, that is the thing with I feel like addiction. It is like it's almost like a weird spiritual practice if you think about it. You just kind of like, rather than like meditating, you're just getting so fucking high all the time. Totally. And your life just collapses, and then now you have to really kind of, it gives people, I think, a deeper appreciation for life if they make it through it. That's my
and that's the thing, right? Because here's the reality, and this is why people are so just like frustrated with battling the disease of addiction. Statistics state, theoretical evidence dictates that I or anyone else that is sober are to be high or dead, right? Like the data collected, the analytics fucking from all over these studies that are given states that the majority of people die as opposed to find sobriety. Yeah. And I remember getting out of my last facility, and you know, Bam was always a constant theme throughout my life. And I stopped over and I saw him, and he's like, what the fuck? What was different about number 13 treatment center? Why not 12 or 10 or 6 or 4 or 3? He's like, what, did you have like a meeting with God or something? And I didn't say it to him because it's just too much for one to grasp. But in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I kind of did.
Really? So that's what I've heard before. Wasn't that what AA was founded on? The guy Bill
and Bob
went to like Carl Jung, and he was like, bro, either find God or you're toast.
Yeah,
in a way.
So you know, I'm not religious. I don't particularly care for organized religion.
Sure,
but I'm insanely spiritual, and it's like, Where's my spirituality if I judge your spirituality? So like acceptance is the answer to all in world.
For sure.
But I didn't understand that. See, the truth of the matter is, and this is a blanket statement that I'll make for anyone that's in addiction or in recovery, is that we didn't get here because we took the short bus to school. Quite the contrary. We end up here because we're too smart for our own fucking good. And then I land in a seat of a 12-step meeting or a treatment center that literally has the ability to save my life. And I fuck around and outthink myself right out of it.
Yeah.
Right? Because recovery is one of those weird things that works so well, people stop fucking doing it.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's such a mind fuck.
Yeah.
Right? So what I didn't know is that like the last thing I tried was the first thing that worked. Right, because I was just too smart for my own good, and I wasn't quite willing to buy into the process. It worked great for you guys, but I'm a bit different.
Yeah,
right?
That's everyone I've known.
Totally.
Everyone was like, I'm not one of those guys.
Yeah, for sure. And at the end, when I was optionless, literally, I was homeless, I was moneyless, I was friendless, I was carless, loveless. Just that was me. I had no other choice but to buy into the process. I didn't even want to do it then. I begrudgingly did it, but like, fuck it. I have the time and no one's expecting or requesting my fucking presence, so let's run it. And the craziest thing happened is it started to work. I experienced the 12 steps, and what happened throughout the 12 steps is I had a spiritual experience. And the definition of a spiritual experience is simply a psychic change. Meaning that I, Brandon Novak, today no longer look at things the way I did then.
Do you remember what kind of kicked that off exactly, or was it just kind of
pain?
Like,
Pain. I had to end up in a place where the pain was so fucking unbearable, right? Like to where my back was against the wall, and I had nothing else to do to get myself out of the position that I had created for myself.
How long did that take? How long did that take of like doing heroin?
Well, my overall resume with alcoholism and addiction was 22 years.
Okay, wow.
So, but the last 10 were really bad.
Yeah. What did that look like in terms of like you're saying like the personal pain? Was it like obviously like there's probably physical discomfort and all that stuff, but like just like alienation from everyone you've ever known? Were you like kind of like kicking yourself over like how much better things could have went? Like what was like the real primer?
All of the above. But what I didn't know then that I know now is that each one of my attempts at trying to find recovery were not failures. Despite me thinking they were, because like I would use in treatment, I'd get kicked out, I'd leave, I'd use the same day. And as any blessing happens to anyone, it happens unbeknownst to us, right? Like if I knew when and where a blessing was taking place and I was to report there to receive said blessing, I'd fuck that up, right? So like I had to be put in this place where these seeds were being planted unbeknownst to me. And then finally, on that day where the appropriate amount of pain was created, where it became so unbearable that I was finally willing to do what I had never been willing to do, which is become open-minded just long enough to pick that phone up, ask for help, and then the craziest thing ever, but fucking follow through with it. I started to see that like none of this was what I thought a failure. Like it all played its part when it was supposed to, so that finally when the opportunity met the appropriate time, an event was going to take place that was going to create this outcome unlike anything that I could wrap my feeble mind around. And I saw on my way into that last treatment center, like it's like the skies parted and I walked across the sea and everything they said made sense, and just like it hit me. And I knew that like, I get it. It makes sense now.
Yeah.
It all makes sense. And
so you knew even just heading while on the way there, you're like just something flipped.
Because they would be like, dude, I own facilities now, and my favorite thing is to run groups with my clients, and I can't get enough of that. And I'm like, who in here thinks that you're in here because of drugs and alcohol? And the majority of them raise their hands. And I'm like, you're all fucking wrong. That's not why we're here. The drug and the alcohol is not the problem. So right out of the gate, no wonder you keep repeating your behaviors, because you're fighting the wrong fucking opponent. You're in the wrong ring. You're going to lose every time. Yeah. Right? The problem is the thinking and the attitude and the behavior, right? So as long as I continue to repeat the behaviors, I'm going to repeat the outcomes where I end up in a place where the only answer is a shot of heroin or a glass of wine.
Yeah.
So once I realized the alcohol is the solution, not the problem, I've now identified, right, who my opponent is. It's my behaviors. So I had to change my behaviors to change the outcomes. I started to then gain a better understanding of the reality of my situation. And what I learned is the reason why I got beat so bad is because I always underestimated the opponent that I was up against because I was the great I am.
Mm-hmm.
And B, I never gave it the time, attention, or respect it deserved.
Yeah, and you're talking, when you say that, you mean like yourself, basically? Or like, because it sounds to me like it's like you were saying, like, to have fucking heroin, fucking keep making me fucking do it, when in reality it is, like, it's yourself. And nobody, even without drugs, nobody wants to admit that, like, they're a complete problem.
Exactly. And again, this isn't, just substitute the word drugs for whether your things porn, sex, food, shopping, gambling, fighting, fucking, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? These are the solutions to the problem. And you were talking about it during COVID, right? Prior to COVID, you'd walk around with all these narratives of these people. And then all of a sudden in COVID, and it made me think of it, we were kind of forced to be with ourselves, by ourselves, to look at ourselves, which is what we avoid by fucking fighting, betting, shopping. You know what I mean? And then I start to look at me, which is why I got high for so long, right? To escape the shitty reality I created for myself as a direct result of continuing to shoot dope. And then finally, when I got to a place where I could start looking at me, I realized that I'm the problem. Right?
Yeah.
There is no their part. And the longer I think that there is a their part as to why I'm this way, I'm just the victim. So now I'm going to drink because of my shitty life. And you would too if you had a life like mine. I'll justify why. Right? The brain is the fucking problem in every area of life.
Yeah, dude. It does. It can fuck you up, man. It can really fuck you up. You can do anything and just be like, get something in your head like, oh, I'm not good enough.
Totally. And then it just snowballs.
Yeah. It's kind of fucked up.
It's insane. But if you're aware of it, then it's worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, true.
And now, like, the longer I stay sober, the more work that I do, it's amazing. What I do know is that I don't fucking know. And I don't take credit for any of this.
Yeah. How long have you been sober for?
Coming up on 10 years.
Oh, nice. So it's been a while.
Yeah. And now all I do, I dumb my way into this shit.
Yeah.
And now I always say I came into like sobriety as a king. And I worked my way up the ladder to become a humble servant. And the more people I help, the more I give away, the better my life is, the more I gain in return, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
Right? Like in any business transaction, if I give you something I have, I'm to walk away with less. In this weird, magical, spiritual world of recovery, anything that I give you, I'm walking away with more.
Yeah, dude, that I remember that was like a weird shock for me when I went to school for social work for a while, a couple years ago, and I would get like inmates housing. That was like a thing I did for like one of the field placements. And then there was this one guy who was a fucking pain in my ass. He'd always like call me and just be like, "You're not doing shit." Blah blah blah.
Sure.
He was under the gun because they were going to take his kid, a bunch of shit if he didn't find appropriate housing. And I remember the day I found him a house, we're both in this place, and I called him up. And I was like, "Yo, dude, we got it." And we both were so happy. And I was like, that was such a funny, for something so dumb. I mean, it's a big deal. It's a house, but I remember like I won this like comedy contest, and I was like, this is it. And then I got the guy a house, and it was literally the same feeling.
Again,
it was the same exact feeling of like
timing and opportunity meeting to create a beautiful outcome.
But it is a weird thing. That was like a weird thing for me when I was like, oh, you can get just as happy for doing nice things for people as you can, like, achieving some sort of personal victory.
Any monetary fucking victory.
Exactly. And it's like, it is honestly, I would argue that like when you do something like awesome for a person, I think it feels better than if you just like kill it in some way with like a sales thing.
Straight up.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. No matter how much, for me, what I did for the majority of my life is I just like rearranged the furniture on the Titanic right? For years. And I swore that this way was going to be the proper placement to make sure my ship doesn't sink. And it would always do that. And then I learned that like, it is what it is, right? Stop overcomplicating a simple process. And because the world kept right-sizing me. And I just I took me out of the equation. I thought less and just did more. Because I surrounded myself with like people who genuinely were also really good people that were just trying to make humanity a little bit better today than it was yesterday.
Yeah, that is a nice thing. And it's one of those things too. it's one of those things I think people sneer at. They're like, making the world better. It's like,
Sure.
What the fuck else are you gonna do, dude?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
just be a dickhead all the time. But it's like, I feel bad for personally. It's like, so you have people, they go through drug addiction. There's like this whole thing. It's like, everyone, when I would imagine you're a drug addict. There's like a part of it like everyone knows I'm an addict. People are talking shit on me. Everyone blah blah blah. But then almost like you reach a point where you're like, I don't give a fuck, and that's like a very freeing experience eventually. Whereas there's people who don't ever, fall into a deep drug addiction, but they never get to really face their own like self-defeating mental patterns. And in a way, it's almost like the person, in my opinion, who goes through addiction and gets out of that ends up having, I think, a richer existence than if you never really have to face that or come like face to face with yourself and like really look at yourself. Because there's people who get through life
100%.
good on paper, but it's like, they're tortured.
Absolutely.
And it's like, I was like a shame.
I couldn't agree with that sentiment anymore. That's a spot on fucking example.
Because everyone I know who's in recovery is like, they're very open. There's like you can tell. It's like, okay, this person really has turned a corner, because it's like something switches, and it's like nobody really knows exactly what that is, but it really is the most consistent factor is having some sort of spiritual experience or like like an awakening experience.
Studies show that people that do what the studies show that sober people that do what other sober people do in order to stay sober have better odds of staying sober. So like there's not a black and white one size fits all. And you can try another method or another avenue that could equate to the same result.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to a point where the stakes were way too high and I was tired of rolling the dice.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of wanted to start working smarter, not harder. So I just bought into what the group does in order to stay sober. But the funny thing was, and you said it, it's all a thinking problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I always have this alcoholic brain that lies to me, my own voice. And it always makes me believe the unbelievable.
Yeah,
and it creates these delusional narratives. And I walked around for years thinking that no one in this world knew that I had a problem but me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I thought that I was kind of keeping it contained just enough to continue to enable my behaviors, which is getting high and justifying the outcomes.
So that's crazy. You really didn't think people were like hip to you at all.
Not nearly as much. So I didn't, right? I thought that no one in the world knew that I had a problem but me. And then when I finally bought into the process, what I learned is that everyone in the world knew that I had a problem but me.
Yeah, that's
right. I was the last person. Why? Because I possessed that job that consists of knowing everything.
That's really funny.
And I'm like, fuck. Right. And
that's so funny.
And that's what I again, right. I was ignorant to the process and the reality of my alcoholism because I lived off of justification and minimization and deflection. Right. If only she didn't come home from work early, she wouldn't have found my needles on the table.
Yeah.
If only the parole officer's fucking husband would have banged her out, she would have been mad and gave me a piss test that fucking got me dirty and sentenced me to 6 months.
Yeah,
like all this
it's
nonsense.
always other people's fault.
So finally, the craziest thing happened. I started to take accountability for my actions and started pointing the finger inward and realizing that, whoa, like it's me and my behaviors. And I started changing my behaviors. And I started changing the outcomes. And I started to like the results I got. So it snowball affected into this.
Yeah. It's just crossing that like threshold to even consider the possibility.
It was so simple, though. I missed it. I overlooked it.
Yeah, dude, I think most people go their whole life without ever saying it. But
dude, everyone says, what's the answer? What's the answer? What's the answer? If any of us had the answer, we would bottle that thing. We'd sell it. We'd be a billionaire a billion times over.
True.
I believe it's so simple as just helping one fucking person. Someone took the time to stop and help me. I, in turn, helped another. 2 turned into 4, 4 turned into 8, 8 turned into 16. Before you know it, you're changing the narrative, which is ultimately changing the outcome. It's so simple. Just slow down the process and help one person.
Pardon the interruption. This may or may not be Sean Gardini speaking. And this may or may not be Sean Gardini on camera. Who is speaking and who is on camera is not important. I've come to tell you that Sean Gardini is doing stand-up comedy shows. The upcoming shows are in Cleveland, Ohio, December 8th, Buffalo, New York, December 10th, and Baltimore, Maryland, December 11th. Please come to those shows if you can. The tickets are at SeanGardini.com. Thank you.
Hear me out here. I failed to promote my shows in the Irvine Improv, SoCal. I'm so fucking SoCal. I forgot to do the ads or make a flyer for the Irvine show. Oops, my bad. It's next weekend. Thanksgiving weekend, Friday, November 29th, Saturday, November 30th, 2 days, faux shows. Come out to motherfucking Irvine Improv. And I'll be honest, I'm not just saying this because I'm doing a show. I love Irvine. Irvine was the first place I went to in California. And I was telling someone recently, I'm like, I fucking love Irvine. And they lived in LA and like, are you kidding? Are you trying to be funny? I'm like, no, why? And apparently everyone from LA just snubs Irvine. Like, I would never. Fuck you guys, dude. Irvine rules. LA's fucking bullshit. Irvine, we're talking Laguna Beach. We're talking motherfucking Newport Beach, conservative ass stronghold down there in SoCal, dude. Shit. Come out. I love Irvine. It's literally the first place I went to in California. I'm very excited to go there. I'm going to bring my whole motherfucking family. We're all going to do Thanksgiving out there. It's going to be sick. So Irvine Improv, Friday, November 29th, Saturday, November 30th. Let's go. Let's show these LA fucking pussies, dude, who's really fucking SoCal. They're not fucking SoCal. They're north of Irvine, bro.
Yeah, so how did you get into the recovery homes? When did you start that? And like, what was that like?
I had my get well job was washing dishes for $6 an hour in Levittown, Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice.
At a diner called Mary Ann's. At 38 years old, I'm busting suds in the back with a coworker who's fucking 14. Damn. My brain told me that, and this is after skating, jackass, fucking author.
Yeah.
My brain told me I should have, at the very least, been the president of the United States. And I'm fucking busting suds with Brian here for $6 an hour.
Yeah, what was that like?
Struggling. I had heard the word humility, and it sounded fucking cool, and it rolled off the tongue right, but try swallowing that fucking thing.
I'm 38 right now, dude. If I had to bust a
Imagine
suds.
fucking you leaving here and going back to Levittown, Pennsylvania, to Mary Ann's Diner. Shout out to Rich, and they were great guys, and the owners, and busting suds for $6 an hour. Next to a 14-year-old
How long did you do that for?
1 year.
That's long. That's
And
a decent time.
I had no idea what my next move was going to be. Right?
Yeah.
Because my qualifications didn't state that I had any, like, special qualities.
I know what you mean. You can't be like, yo, let me hop on a TV show real quick.
Yeah.
Get
Or
the
like,
fuck
let me
out.
fucking, I don't own a computer. I skipped that whole, I went from skating to heroin. I wrote my book pen and paper. I can pawn laptops great. I don't use them. Even to this day, I don't email. I got my first ever computer during COVID. I used it 7 times and gave it the fuck away.
Really?
Yeah.
So are you all like, do you fuck with like the Instagram and all that
Yeah,
stuff? Okay,
I
so
like
you do
that. But
Gotcha.
like the thought of an app gives me anxiety.
I got what you're saying. Yeah.
Right? And I'm just like stubborn by nature. So
So you're busting the suds for a while. Then
Yeah.
How did you get into the recovery
but I
space?
started like that job that I thought was so fucking beneath me turned out to be the foundation of who I am today. And I think by social standards and regards, I could be considered a pretty successful guy. I have all these different businesses and properties and blah, blah, blah. But it all came from washing dishes. I started to like show up early. I'd stay late. I took pride in washing these dishes. I called out 1 day in a whole year because of a snowstorm. Like those behaviors started to change. Then my outcome started to change. I started to become self-sufficient. For the first time in life, I was paying my own recovery house bill, $165 a week. I was buying my own groceries, my own cigarettes, not relying or depending on anyone.
Yeah.
I stopped like, and then what happened was someone asked me to speak at a candlelight vigil for someone who had passed away. And because, the 12-step program, AA, it's anonymous. So you don't know really what's going on there. But when I spoke at that candlelit vigil for people who had lost their lives, someone had filmed it and it started making its rounds on social media. And then an organization reached out to me and they're like, would you like to come speak at our facility in Florida? And I'm like, sure. And they put me up at the W in Fort Lauderdale in the penthouse. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are they going to ask me for a donation? I wash dishes.
Yeah,
and they had come up with this whole design, right? Again, the blessings taking place unbeknownst to me. If I knew any of this was going to happen, I'd fuck it up royally.
Sure, yeah.
And they had put together this whole plan and presented it to me. And I'm like, dude, I didn't even know this world existed that I live in today.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of gave way. And I bought into what they would say. And in those meetings, they'd say, in order to keep what you have to give it away. And
Sure, yeah.
this is cliche as shit. And I vowed to myself that when I was in a position financially, I was going to recreate that sober living house I lived in.
That's cool.
And do for others what it had done for me. So literally on my 5th year anniversary, I opened up in Wilmington, Delaware, my very first men's sober living house called Novak's House with 10 beds. And that has since turned into 7 houses for men and women in Wilmington, Delaware with 75 beds. And I fucking travel the world, and I have generous friends or just strangers that want to give back, and they occasionally stroke a check, and they provide money that I have in the scholarship fund. And my mission is to provide a bed for anyone in need of sober living after completing a treatment center. I refuse to let price be a deterrent as to why someone can't get help. And then, unfortunately, the demand was met. I kept fucking expanding, and I really wish that wasn't the case and these didn't even exist.
Sure.
And I'm like, dude, I can help more and I can be better. So then I created Redemption Addiction Treatment Center in Wilmington, Delaware. Well, in Newport.
Okay, yeah, that's
right next to it.
Down there, yeah.
And it's an outpatient facility where people come during the day, 5 days a week, or nighttime groups.
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell people I'm on par to create like a David Koresh Waco, Texas compound vibe,
nice.
minus the gun and the fucking religion.
Yeah.
But I want to create this place where people feel like they want to be a part, right? It's all deliverance. Like I started this podcast. It's all with how you present something to me. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So what I try to do is to create this whole fucking environment that people want to be a part at, as opposed to feeling like they have to.
Yeah. What was your, did you have any, like, when you went to any treatment centers, did you have ones that you felt like, cause you hear some people like, that place is a fucking scam. They're just fucking taking my money. Like, did you have any places you thought were just like churning people in and out? Or do you think that's just people's like perception of the place?
I think and it's just opinion based. I think it's people's perception.
Yeah.
The treatment center that I ultimately got sober in, people would be like, you'll never get sober there. It cost me $2 to get into. It was a Catholic Charities program in Baltimore. And if you looked out, you weren't allowed to look out the blinds, because if you looked out, they were literally serving dope and coke and crack on the corner.
Oh, Jesus.
It was like a bottom of the barrel kind of joint.
Yeah.
But I believe it takes what it takes until it takes. And who are you or I to say what it will be for it to take?
That makes sense.
It's between you and the maker of whatever you choose to fucking call it. Because it's not like once you get to this appropriate program, they give you this secret pill for the cool kids. It's fucking recycled rhetoric that you hear in all the facilities.
Yeah,
it's like, fuck.
Yeah, that does make sense.
I believe the perfect treatment center is whichever one you get sober in.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a say. I didn't get to pick my sober date.
True.
Again, that was a blessing.
Yeah, like they gave you the right massage.
Yeah,
and like the place was
finally
chill.
they fucking gave me a happy ending with a massage, and they played my favorite song.
That might turn me around.
And I come God, and here we are. I'm the spiritual fucking guru. Fuck your way into recovery. That's not the deal.
Yeah, true.
I wish.
There is a very unsexy element to it where you're saying, like, yeah, you can be in like a place that people think sucks really
Straight
badly.
up.
It really is a wholly internal process.
I'm a firm believer you can get sober in a fucking pub sitting on a bar stool with a bottle of Jack in front of you if you're ready.
Yeah,
Straight up.
What do you think about like the California sobriety people do, where it's like, I'm California sober, I'll like drink and smoke weed and shit, and like,
dude, I did this TMZ thing. They did a special recently with Matthew Perry.
Oh yeah.
I read his book, brilliant book, by the way. Whole newfound respect for that man. Rest in peace to him. But they were doing this hour-long documentary, Harvey and them, and they reached out and they wanted me to weigh in on it, and they asked me the same question. And the truth of the matter is, I'd be really ignorant if I sat here and pretended to possess the answer of like how to live a perfect life with coming up on 10 years sober. That's like, my mother'd be like, fuck you, asshole. You should have did it your whole life, you idiot.
Yeah.
So like, all I know is my narrative because it worked for me. I'm never going to tell anybody what you should or should not do. I believe with California Sober, with MAT, Suboxone, Subutex, Vivitrol, Methadone, if it provides you a life that you believe is worth waking up and getting out of bed for every morning without the thought of wanting to kill yourself, I'll fucking drive you to the dispensary. Who, you know what I mean? Like, fuck me for thinking that I have the answer.
Yeah,
I just have my narrative. So what I always say is that when I'm kind of giving a talk or working with clients, if you can find more similarities than differences, it might make sense to pay attention.
Yeah.
But if not, that's cool too.
Yeah.
Right? Because everyone at the end of the day, you're entitled to your own process. You were entitled to have that realization during COVID of like being a fucking asshole to strangers that did nothing to you.
Sure.
And if I would have robbed you of that process, you might not have come to the conclusion that you have today where just being kind is the right way.
Yeah.
So looking back, if anyone would have robbed me of one less fucking sleepless night I caused my mother or pain that I made everyone endure, like I might not be here today.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's kind of a personal
Yeah.
timeline for everybody.
For sure. And it's like, and I'm not saying that my way is the right way. It's just my fucking way.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I know that's a big battle. When I was in social work school, there's like people who are like, it's called like harm reduction
Sure.
versus people who are like, nothing, you better knock all that
I'm
shit
a big
the fuck
harm
up.
reduction guy.
Yeah,
And at the end of the day, it's like, who the fuck, like, that's between them and their higher power.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, I believe I'm God and I can predict what your fucking best outcome will be for your life and your situation. Fuck.
Yeah, true. You
It's,
don't know.
and I'm a spiritual guy, and if I'm a spiritual guy like I say I am, where's my spirituality if I judge your spirituality?
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I believe my higher power is everything. I think it's crack. I think it's heroin. I think it's life, death. It's like, what's love without sadness? What's joy without sorrow?
Mhm.
Right? You have to have all these. Without those fucking overdoses, without life support, without fucking ruining my life, I would not be the child of, I hate to say God because people are like, oh, this religious fuck, but a child of God today who I really like do my best to help humanity. I wouldn't be here. I'd still be in that position of like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You think you haven't figured out, you fucking idiot? You deserve what you get.
Yeah.
And that's where I'd probably be.
Yeah, well, it is funny. People, I've talked about this before, but it is funny how that is like the God talk's taboo now. Before
Totally.
it was like you couldn't talk about sex. Now you can be like, I'm fucking jizzing, and everyone's like, but if you're like,
Yeah, they had the whole Me Too movement at that point.
true,
Yeah.
that. But if you mention God, people are like, what the fuck? is that?"
Totally.
And it's like a pretty wholesome, I think it's a very wholesome concept. But it got tainted by I think people just being like the religion aspect of being like, you're going to hell because you fucking came.
For
in.
sure.
It's like that.
And that's a shame. But
sucks.
But you need those people, right? Those people are just as important as the other ones that aren't those people to make me realize how much I don't want to be like that. Because
Yeah.
without those people, I'll turn into that person.
Yeah.
Because I don't have like a warning sign or like like who I don't. I need the bad to remind me what I don't want to become, so I practice good.
Yeah, and I wonder if it's gonna like, because every even like religions, like concepts of God, like go through waves where it's like we used to think it was like fucking fire, and now we are like there was like the mythological hero of like there's these entities in the sky that we can like be like, hey, please help us. That'll like change everything, and then like that like around like an organized like testament of like this is the guy who came down from heaven and then So now I wonder if it is going to regroup in like some different conception that people will universally buy into, or if it'll just be like a fractured thing forever.
The older I get at 45, I see that things just evolve, but then just come back around.
Yeah,
I was looking on the plane the other day, and there's this chick who has, as you see, these new things are like the big headphones.
Apple Pros.
Where like your mom used to have it back in the 80s.
yeah.
And no one's doing the AirPods
Yeah,
anymore. It's
yeah.
just like Miami Vice, like fucking color schemes and chicks wearing baggy ass jeans have now come back.
I know.
So
yeah,
it's like,
kind of weird.
just live long enough and you'll realize that like shit's not that heavy.
Yeah.
and it's going to be okay. And the fact of the matter is you don't really have much say so in any of it anyways.
Yeah.
For me, that's what I do. And I just kind of remain like, I don't know what I remain. It just depends on when you ask me.
No, that's true. So, and then, I'm curious too. So you were doing the Viva La Bam stuff and all that stuff fell out. Like what happened with all of like all the people from Jackass? You guys all still talk, or like where did like was there like a big falling out, or like what happened?
Nah, I mean everyone's good. I was just with Steve-O in LA a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he's kind of doing his thing.
He's killing it. Pontius, I love him. I speak with him, and those two guys I probably speak to more regularly than the most. Bam is battling his own demons, and unfortunately because of that, we seem to be in two different places where there's just not a lot in common at the moment.
For sure.
So we don't really just pick up the phone and chat. I think if I had to make a prediction of what would kind of connect us again, it would probably be skateboarding.
That's cool.
That's always been the common bond and theme throughout our relationship.
Do you still skateboard?
Yeah, but
Nice.
for my mental health now, obviously
Really?
not like is like
Yeah, you just do it for fun.
Yeah, I try
That's
to
cool.
carve out time to like just get in a van and go with the homies and film and just like shut everything off.
That's kind of tight.
And other, like, you know, Brandon Turner, shout out to Brandon Turner. He's on the West Coast, fucking killing it. He's a sober guy. A lot of skaters have become sober and they're kind of doing their own thing with recovery. And I was talking to him yesterday and we're going to fly out. I'm going to fly out there. Kind of, we're working on a project together possibly. And, you know, so oddly enough, the ones that we used to party and run with and fucking go crazy with have now found like this new way of life. It's really attractive. And we join forces to just kind of hopefully promote a healthy way of living.
Yeah, it is funny, especially if you think about the origins of like Jackass was like the possibly unhealthiest, most insane way of living possible. And it was so fucking fun to watch. It was awesome. But it is funny to come full circle and be like, now we've all actually chilled out immensely. And
dude, Steve-O is like so fucking sober. There was a point in time where I thought about asking him to be my sponsor. And I'm like, dude, I don't know if I want to get like that sober. Yeah, like he's like, shout out to him, but he's like someone that motivates me. But he's like, you know what I mean? He's authentically like what you see is what you get, and who he is who he is, and it does not waver no matter where or what he's doing. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. And it's also one of those things like, you know, sobriety, again, if you're just kind of kicking around, you're going out to get drinks every Sunday, you don't necessarily have, you know, like let's say like a problem quote.
Yeah.
It is one of those things that I think when you're, you know, drinking a lot or like partying, it's like, it's almost seems alien. But it like, if you really like strip it down from like, you know, take substances out of it, I always thought it's a really like it's cool for a person to be able to remain with their thoughts in their own state of consciousness rather than, you know, you constantly escape it. It's like, all right, I'm going to get stoned. All right, I'm going to get that. And you're constantly jumping out. But I think that is a serious like sign of mental strength to like, and people do like sober October, which that must be kind of funny when like the whole world's like, we're going to be sober for 1 month. And you're like, all right.
But I've seen me do that. So like, fuck yeah, I'm all about it.
True. But it's got to be funny with like 10 years. Like, oh, I'm glad you're having fun.
For sure.
There is something I think that is like, especially the older you get, it's like, it does take mental strength to like sit with yourself, you know, not being able to kind of leave your consciousness like a little bit by, you know, doing like, oh, I want to get a little high, I want to do this, blah, blah, blah.
Totally.
And I think it's like, it's a genuine virtue that I think gets skipped over. People are kind of like, yeah, dude, fuck, I'm going to have a couple beers, fuck that. Like people kind of dismiss it a lot, especially when you're drinking. But I always thought it was like it's hard to do. It's like, it's very hard to do. And it takes like, you know, when you can't kind of jump out of yourself for a little bit, it forces you to work through, you know, the kind of, you know, whatever, broken gears in your head.
I make a point to let people know that in my programs, right? Because the people that I'm working with, they're coming in, they have a week, they have 2 weeks, they have 4 days, they have 1 day, and they're sitting there and they're feeling like they're not enough. They could be doing more. They should be further along. And I'm like, look, what you're doing, the majority of society is not. Who wants to strip away their escape routes to be forced to look at themselves, right? With themselves, by themselves, without having any drink or drug to escape the terrible reality that you've created as a result of your addiction and man up and fucking walk through it. I'm like, I will walk with you people. You people are the ones that I want on my team right now. Like at fucking over 10 years and you are the people that I fuck with, right? Like, and there's a lot to be said with that because I don't just give my time to anybody.
Sure, yeah.
So it's like, I really make it a point because I know in early sobriety, it's like a, you know, those week, 5 days, 30 days, 60 days, it's like of sobriety. It's like a bipolar roller coaster ride from hell.
Yeah, I can
right? You can be above heaven high. The wind can blow wrong. You're like below hell low, trying to figure what the fuck just happened. So it's important to give people the credit of it takes a lot of work to end up in that position for fucking 2 days sober.
Yeah,
so it's and I always say it takes so much longer to get 2 days sober than it will to get 2 years sober.
Yeah,
because you're just sitting there looking at the clock and you're like,
yeah,
should I not? Can I not? Should I say fuck it and just do it? Should I not do it? You're still consumed with the actual drink or drug. You're just not partaking at that moment.
Yeah.
And to make it through that, to address all these ailments and start to look at you without an escape, that's fucking big boy shit.
Yeah, it sucks.
And most people don't do it.
Yeah, I know.
And that's okay. I need those people that don't do it to show me why I really need to keep doing it.
For sure, yeah.
Right? It's all perspective because they told me at treatment if I changed my perception, I could change my world.
Yeah.
And I bought into that shit. You know, and believe it or not, they were fucking right.
Yeah. No, it's pretty sick, man. I'm happy for you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. You know, it's like I'm stoked. I'm grateful. But who really is like my mother. my friends, my employees, the police, the probation, the parole officers, the judges. Life has become a better place to be in with my sobriety, not only for me but for other people.
Yeah, and I always, like you were saying, the service thing's big because especially when you're like, if you're in even with with or without drugs, if you're just like living a negative existence, you're usually convinced like in order to conquer my own negative existence, I have to achieve at some level that just somehow like shuts all this down and people will realize and they'll like me. Whereas like in recovery, it's like, or you can just like help people.
Yeah. And
it gets the same thing. Like if you're like lonely, it's like, well, rather than trying to be the man, just go volunteer.
Yeah.
And you'll get that. Like, it's like a quick route into kind of like a nice social existence. And everyone just is like, no, I have to conquer the world.
Yeah. It's like, too easy. It's too simple.
Exactly. It's really fun. I always thought that was kind of funny.
It's like, it's a simple fucking approach for an overcomplicated thinker.
Yeah.
And that's why I say smart people generally have a hard time getting it.
Yeah.
I had to dumb my way into this position. And that was through me being beaten into a state of reasonableness as a direct result of my behaviors. But it doesn't have to get that way, right? Like one of my business partners, I met him in treatment. It was his first attempt ever at getting sober. And he's remained sober.
Really? He was like fucking up.
So it's like, and that's the frustrating thing. Most people are like, well, why can't my level get it at number 1? Why does he have to get to 13 like you? There's no black and white. It's such an individualized process. And if you look at the statistics, it's very sad because it states that you're not going to win. Yeah, but I'm here to fucking say, like, fuck that.
Yeah,
Like, not only am I going to win, I'm going to fucking kill it. I'm going to own it, and it's going to turn into be my biggest blessing.
Yeah.
And if I can do it, so the fuck can you. There's nothing different between us except for what I was willing to do.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm sure that's got to be like, it's really rewarding too. Like you were saying, having the groups and like seeing like even a couple people kind of take off. Because I guess if you really look at the recovery homes as like, if this doesn't work for me, this whole place is bullshit. Or being like, dude,
for sure.
Yeah, someone's got to do something. What is it? Is like the opiate with overdoses going down? Are they still going up? Or like,
I'm not a big stats guy. I don't look at numbers. I just kind of fucking remain ignorant to it and live in my own world.
Yeah. Well, you don't hear about it as much anymore. It like dominated everything for a while.
After COVID, alcohol became a big thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I have a lot of alcoholics in my facility now.
Gotcha.
And then meth's making a pretty big
meth made
big push.
Wow, comeback.
A lot of people got off heroin or fentanyl with meth.
Yeah. I've heard. I've known people who have like off the heroin, meth comes into the picture, and they're like, "Damn, I'm actually super productive."
And then I work with the DEA. I'm like a keynote speaker for the DEA at these summits that they have all over the nation. And I was just doing an event with them in St. Louis, and they were like, "Yeah, cocaine's making a big comeback. We're fucking busting down big shipments of cocaine." So. Kind of like how I said Miami Vice was cool again.
It all
like
comes
crack
around.
Could be cool again soon with like the 80s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's usually how the world works.
Do you think they should legalize drugs? Do you think that'd be easier to help people, or do you think it would make things worse?
I think so. I don't know about legalizing it, but I do believe in like safe injection sites. And Philly was going to be the first place to do that.
Yeah.
And then they shut it down at the midnight hour. And their fear was that like it could trigger others in the community to want to get high. And maybe that's the case, but for me, I would never walk past a safe injection site and be like, I think I want to go in there and shoot up heroin.
Yeah, I don't think it would. I think they did this in London or Britain, whatever, years ago. And
I believe it works. In Sweden, I think maybe.
Yeah.
And what I think would be beautiful about it is you use it as a portal, right? It's a major harm reduction approach. They give you clean needles, clean water, clean cotton.
And they test, obviously, the drugs.
And then they test the drugs. And the majority of the people that are in there don't really want to be in there anymore.
That's kind of what
It's lost its allure.
Exactly. You're under you're in like a doctor's bench.
Yeah, you're being fucking monitored as you shoot up with some weird guy to make sure you don't die and to inject you with Narcan. So at the very least, when you do say you're ready, bam, we have avenues to get you.
Yeah.
But now check this out. Me being a major advocate for that, right? I own where I live in Old City, right, in Philly, and a really nice place. And someone said to me, they said, "Well, would you want it next to your house?" And I'm like,
no.
Yeah, because it fucked my property value up, right? And I'm just being transparent and open.
Sure,
and like,
for sure.
So there's two sides to every fucking coin.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, then again with that, you're gonna have people like popping door handles and all this shit. And it's like, because you're like
straight up.
Not
So
here.
you know, I really just try to remain like Switzerland in a lot of fucking plays.
That makes
just
sense,
neutral
yeah.
and adapt accordingly.
At least you're honest, because I heard people be like, I wouldn't care, and it's like,
yeah,
you sure?
Yeah. And, you know, that's just the truth of the matter. Now, not saying that like, you know, if the opportunity presented itself and they were going to do it, I would still back it. But in my mind, I'm like, but couldn't you just go a neighborhood over? You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't vote no on it. Let's put it that way. I would not vote no on it, but I would definitely vote for it to be in the next neighborhood over.
For sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Everybody would.
Yeah. So it's just, you know, I don't know. It's such a individualized thing. I don't know what the approach is except for just taking the time to help one person.
Yeah.
That's it. One person.
True.
And that one person who helped me. Just think about all the heroin that I stopped injecting, all the people I stopped hurting, that the one less needle that's being found on your kid's playground because I stopped shooting up.
Yeah, man.
Like, it goes that far.
It's crazy. And again, like you were saying, like people, you get kind of mired in the cliche of it, but it is pretty nuts to think about that. Like if, you know, if that guy that day had been like, fuck him, I don't feel like doing
Straight
this.
up.
Like you were saying, your mom's upset, but you're burning bridges, you're ripping shit off, you're going to jail, all the shit. And it's like, pretty crazy when you think about the ripple effect.
And I believe that that's the approach that will change the outcome. I mean, it's put it this way. So in Delaware, where all my sober living houses are, my treatment center as well, we really wanted the community to see, because in there they said, well, we don't really want them in our neighborhood, right? I get it. So one of the stipulations with Novak's house is when it snows, you have to go out and you shovel your neighbor's porch and their driveway, and like you be kind to humanity and society. And then that was working, and it snowball affected into the guys and women living in Novak's house. They started getting jobs within the community.
That's cool.
And then the people who owned the businesses that started hiring the Novak's house clients, they saw something different in them. Same thing that happened to me. I'd show up to work early. I'd stay late. I took pride in washing dishes. They're like, where are you? What's, because they aren't, it's just different. And they're like, where are you from? What's the backstory? Like, oh, well, we live in this place called Novak's House. It's a sober house. And what the business owners within the community did on their own, I wish I could take credit for this, is they created a private Facebook page called Novak's House Hires. And if any of these businesses need employees, they put a post up that goes to the Novak's House only. And then if any of the Novak's House people need a job, they put their resume or what their qualifications are.
That's cool.
Because like they're seeing the good that they're creating through the ethics and behaviors. And like it's taking on a whole life of its own, right? So like it snowball effects, you know, then it opens the window for people wanting to hire people in recovery, where before it was taboo, it was shied away from. You don't do that. They'll rob you. They'll lie to you. They'll steal from you. I'm here to prove that that's not the fucking reality.
Nice,
of
man.
all of, but like
for sure, I know what you're saying. Yeah, it can be done.
But you know, the old saying is, if you haven't been ripped off in AA, you're not helping enough newcomers. So it's like,
no, that makes sense. But that's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, and again, I'm not creative enough or intelligent enough to create that. It's just me stepping out and letting the process play out.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, I think that's it, man. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate that.
I enjoyed this.
I'm pumped to hear about that, and I enjoyed it too, man. I'm really happy to hear, you know, it's good to hear people taking their time to help the world. Like that's still a thing, because I think a lot of people
for sure just
get so, and it's not like a bad thing.
I would say I'm guilty of it too, getting consumed in the rat race.
I'm the worst. Yeah, I have to jump out of it every day.
Straight up.
What the fuck am I doing with myself?
Yeah, once you hit to that point where you hit the wall, right?
Yeah. Daily, yeah.
Same. I wake up every morning with a brain that wants to fucking kill me on a layaway plan.
Yeah.
Right? Install in a plan of just like one fucking defect at a time.
Yeah.
So anyone out there that might need help, you can reach me directly at 610-314-6747. Call me, and if you need help with getting treatment.
Nice. Well, thank you so much.
Love you, brother.
See you, bro.
Cheers.
Love you.